Yo, once again, we are back. This is We're Just a Messengers podcast. I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
We got my dog Drew, the top shotter in the building. How you doing, my brother?
Dog on that gin this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We sipping pull-up
Sipping
boy
out
juice,
the
man.
Colts mug. Nigga, please. Get that cold shit out of here, baby.
Hey, man, I offered Mike this cup, man. He said, nah, I don't want
We're
I
not
can't
doing
drink
that.
out no Coast
We're not doing that.
Well, how y'all living, man? Everything good?
Everything good.
Everything's good, man.
My dog
Everything's
feeling good.
Hey, man, big ups to the king of Shisha Lounge, if y'all didn't know.
Hey, when you see me, address me as such, man. You bow down and throw roses at my feet.
My dog had the karaoke rocket.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, niggas try, but I do.
Is this why you have the King James jersey on?
Yes.
Okay.
With the King James Air Force Ones.
You see this, man?
Yes. Yes.
The king.
I need 2 pairs.
My dog been out here with the sneaker shit, dog.
Hey, man, this man has Shisha on fire, bro. This man has this
Dog,
thing
when
on
I
fire.
seen that video, I was like, this nigga try to hit that high note, bro. I was like, oh, man.
Hey, man, I obviously I did something I won. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
But tell the listeners what you won, man.
I want to cruise to, you know, on the harbor, Charleston Harbor. I want me a little cruise and a little 50 bean. You know, they got smoked, but a little 50 bean.
I know one of a little cruise.
Little cruise.
So this one of them dinner cruise type shit?
Yeah.
You about to take somebody with you?
Nah, I already gifted those tickets to my uncle. He about to do what he got to do with those. I ain't got nobody to take, so.
Okay.
Respectable, man. Respectable.
Yeah, you know, a true king shares the wealth. So I'll be back to my throne to, you know, collect more gifts. So
Dog, so you gonna go out there again defend your shit?
probably not, but you know, they was hating on the kid too, bro. Like niggas was trying to rig it and keep
I saw the words and it wasn't really matching up with the song.
niggas was trying to you know because you know they I guess they was judging off who had the most crowd participation. So when they started, I had the most turnout. And niggas was like, oh no, we gotta ask again. Like who? They was trying to do all that. Niggas after I already been crowned. You had young ladies getting on their neck, shaking ass, trying to get the attention off me.
Big facts.
Like Shorty got on her neck.
On her neck.
On her neck, literally. Am I lying, Drew?
No, you're not.
If I was lying, I'd be flying. But you know, ain't no wings grew yet.
She came through the middle of the crowd, came right in front of us, dropped down on her neck, and just started wilding, bruh.
You know how them girls, I'm gonna be on my neck this weekend. Well, she was really on her neck.
So she pull a move like old girl did in that twerk contest?
Yeah, but she was like at least 100 pounds lighter than her.
Yes, and probably about 42.
All that for the 50 and still lose.
Still lost. I had already got my gifts and all, man. At this point you just trying to get some a little attention. You know what I'm saying? But the king don't notice those type of things. You know what I'm saying? You quit fucking with Tom, man.
The song choice was hilarious, bro.
No, I had to let people know like what a young player going through these days.
Let them know what song you had sing.
I sing Carl Thomas. I wish I never met her. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, this man, his stage name was Moe Pendergrass.
What?
Man, but they said Moe Pendergrass. I said, Mo? I had a turn. He said, all right, guys, it's my turn. Man, this man got the mic and really did that shit.
They was tripping because everybody was like, yo, Mo, you should go up. They ain't already signed up on the low.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They already know, so everybody just standing around. But we was showing up to everybody who was performing, though.
Yeah,
It wasn't like
1,000%.
We was showing up to everybody, but when they was like, Mo, everybody was like, oh, shit. So I had to surprise everybody,
Yeah,
man.
no, that shit was funny as hell, man. That was very funny.
Gotta lighten up sometimes, man. Lighten up, man. We can't be gangsters 24/7.
You sure? Because Buddy over there was eating chicken wings and singing. Like, I don't know what he had going on. That shit was wild to me, bro.
Bro was singing Feeling on Your Booty.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't win. That's why he didn't win.
Niggas do it to karaoke.
Nah, niggas singing R. Kelly and karaoke, bro. Like,
no, we can't do that. You should have
that's why
picked
he
somebody
won.
else.
The unjust don't prosper, man. That's why I'm the king. But
Did my dog do the Boo.
He had all the dark. See, the thing is, this is why niggas was salty, because niggas actually could sing out there. Niggas was actually like, like church. They grew up in the church, can sing, can carry a note. Like the old girl who was on her neck, she was killing her song. I forgot what she was singing.
Yeah,
but
she was
she
good.
was hitting all the notes.
Yeah.
Like I get up there and kick my shit, and niggas like, oh hell no, this nigga not winning this shit. But I won. God damn it.
That's what's up.
Nothing you can do about that.
I'm gonna have to catch my dog out there one night, man.
And that's probably one and done. Unless we do like a rap karaoke. I'm all game for that.
Man, that was hilarious, man. I honestly, all you can hear in the video, but when you get out of Twitter jail, is this your new Twitter account though? Like, you done with the other one?
I don't know if I'm gonna get my old Twitter account back though.
They say you've been suspended for 7 days, isn't it?
Yeah, but they sent me another email saying that it will still be under review after that shit is over with.
That shit dumb. All for saying nigga.
Yeah. No, the thing is, if you say nigga twice in a tweet, this is what they getting people out to pay for. So apparently, like the new Twitter guidelines is like how they got the algorithm set up. Like they got bots that basically like cleaning up the timeline. So if they see tweets that got nigga in it twice, they suspending them accounts. So this happened to me Monday. I said nigga twice in a tweet and got suspended. However, I was able to appeal that tweet the same day and got my account back the same day. The next day, I didn't know, I didn't know I was still being like, watched or whatever. Did the same thing unknowingly that I didn't know that's the reason why I got suspended the first time. I just thought, got my shit suspended the next day, and now they wasn't lifting the 5-day shit then. Right. So now they said when I appealed it, and they emailed me again and was saying, yeah, we appreciate you, deleting the tweets, but it's still they're not lifting that shit, and they still gonna review, after they lift it. So that's why I just went ahead and made another one, because I'm like, bro, like they're not even if they give me that ad back when that shit's lifted, I'm gonna be under surveillance with that under that app. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how the cookie crumble.
Damn, boy, you in Twitter jail for real, dog.
Yeah, they getting niggas out the paint, man.
And you on probation, Mo? You on Twitter probation, bro?
Now, I got a new one though. Follow me at Mo Always now. It's not always Mo, but they got me, man.
Well, yeah, man, I'm gonna definitely have to tweet that video, bro, because that shit was funny as hell.
That shit was super hilarious.
Woo! So let's get into this, man. My boy Freddie Gibbs dropped Bandana album, highly anticipated with Mad Libs, man. You listen to it, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about it, bro?
Real good album, man. Very smooth. Everything flowed. Every track flowed together. Real good. Production was A1. Very solid album, man.
Solid album. I'll probably say...
I see a lot of niggas saying it's already album of the year. I ain't gonna say that.
I ain't gonna say album of the year.
I think Jimmy got album of the year so far.
I'm gonna go with Benny the Butcher, but I wouldn't argue if you said Jim Jones neither. Jim Jones is probably like my 1B if I had to go with album of the year. But I'll say I can't give Bandana album of the year simply off the fact that it ain't better than the first Freddie Gibbs and Mad Lil project. And I listened to this project at least 3 times because I was anticipating this Bandana album like. I wanted this album. Because the first one was so good. So it's like, listening to this one is like, I'm not gonna say it. Cause I tweeted it was underwhelming. I ain't gonna say underwhelming. That's kind of killing it, but it wasn't what I was looking for something else. It was still a good album though.
Very solid. Hey,
it's a solid album.
Pusha T done killed back-to-back features on albums.
Yeah, Pusha T. He
ripped on Benny shit, and now he ripped on Freddie shit.
Is he about to go on a feature kill?
He should go for a 3-peat.
Who else though? Who else is worthy of Pusha T feature on the album coming up?
Ross? We need that.
We need
that, Ross. Stop bullshit. Put this fucking album out.
Yeah, for real.
I'm still mad about that shit he pulled almost 2 weeks ago, bro. Like, real shit. Like, that shit is corny, man. Artists need to stop doing that shit, dog. Just say when the fucking shit coming out.
Yeah.
I know I reiterated, but still, dog. Like,
he ain't had to do all that. He ain't really had to do all that.
But see, they thrive off that shit. Like, when you love these artists so much, let me tease them. Shit corny,
they know we in there regardless. So we gonna listen support Miami whether it drop whether it dropped last week or if it drops tomorrow, we still gonna listen to it. They know that.
Yeah, they know that shit.
That's how they get us. It's all good though. We still waiting on Port of Miami too though, Ross. And I'm glad you took them fucking braids out too.
Yeah, my dog was fresh on the BET carpet, man.
All
fresh fade, fresh lineup, no breeze in sight.
Speaking of BET Awards, did you watch the awards?
Yes, sir.
Drew, you watch the BET Awards?
Nah, I was running around the lobby.
You was running around. Oh yeah, we was running around the lobby that Sunday. I didn't watch it till the encore. Damn, I forgot about that. But yeah, I did watch it though. But yeah,
one of their best shows in years, man.
Yeah, I would say that niggas was trying to like harbor onto the fact that they had like the lowest numbers, but you gotta understand people watch it in other avenues than just TV.
A lot of times too, it's cable. Like cable is damn near obsolete.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
it's other ways you can watch live.
Honestly, I've been thinking about getting rid of my shit too. To be real with you, DirecTV be fucking up anyway. Well, the app I got, DirecTV now, that shit be fucking up sometimes.
Does it fuck up on your phone though?
Not really.
See, that's the thing. Like, if
they don't really fuck. Like, hey, I'm glad that you said that. That shit don't really fuck up on my phone.
If it can just only be on my phone and I pay like a phone price, I think that should,
yeah.
Like, first, because I'm always on my phone anyway, so I could just, and iPhone has an adapter that you just hook up to the HDMI.
I can keep that 50, especially
if you got the mini Mac.
Just stream it straight
through
to
your
TV.
Especially now. This time of the year, ain't shit going on.
Nothing.
I'm not about to be watching no TV, so why am I paying this 50?
And I'm paying for a sports package to see like last night was what Bills in Tennessee 2000 back in 2000. Like, nigga, I'm not trying to watch.
I tell you
shit.
what, like I honestly be looking at some of these packages and I'd be like, bro, if I could just get all ESPN channels, FS1, FS2, NFL Network, NBA TV, and my locals, I'd be straight.
Yeah. That's what cable.
But you know, a lot of these streaming services be bullshitting with the local packages. Like, them one won't give you NBC, CBS, and like Fox for like your region.
Yeah, they
you
ain't
know what
gonna
I'm
do
saying?
that.
Like DirecTV now, when I got it last year, it was like I didn't get NBC and ABC until probably like 6-8 months later because it was kind of new, but they didn't roll that shit out. But that really be the main thing with these streaming packages. You can have everything else, but you won't get your locals. So then that fuck you up too because if football season come around, you know, either A, you stuck watching whatever within your region. I'm a Panthers fan, so all of them gonna come on there. Then Sunday night football, I don't got fucking NBC.
Yeah.
So you know what I had to do last year? I used to have to go on NFL.com, log in to watch Sunday night games.
That's why.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's how they get people with it. That's kind of what keep people lured in with cable is the local package. Now the NFL Sunday ticket, I feel like is always gonna live. Just off the simple fact that a lot of people don't live in the area where they team play at.
Yeah, that's gonna always sell.
So that's always gonna sell. But that shit be breaking. But it's kind of like they ain't got no reason to drop their price on NFL Sunday ticket.
Yeah. But there's free sites for that also, but it's just like mad pop-ups, and you know.
I dealt with that shit too.
Yeah.
I mean, R.I.P. to them Reddit forums I used to stream all the games off. They shut down all the NBA Reddits this season, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, like, why y'all wait to the end of the year? I mean, I'm not complaining, but damn, like.
Yeah, but BET about to roll out. It's crazy. We just had talked about that. Tyler Perry had. I saw the commercials. He about to roll out that app for BET Plus. He's about to have a whole bunch of new shows. He gonna take all his movies that he had and shows and put it on the app.
That's what's up.
Stream on the app. He's gonna have a lot of new original content on BET. So
he was talking that talk at the awards too.
Yeah,
so,
he was.
You know,
I used to get on Tyler Perry for some cornball shit that he used to do, but all in all though, you can't really question his business.
He owned all of his shit. And like
he put people on. He put
niggas on. Like, you can't really, you know.
I'm just happy that BET's in a responsible hand now.
Right.
Being that he's the new I guess you basically might as well say the headband in charge. Like, it's gonna
he got a position on BET like board, like
that's why he headed a whole rollout for the new streaming service.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. He gonna give a lot of people a chance.
Yeah,
that's what's up. So speaking of BET Awards, like the highlights for me, I appreciate it. You know, growing up with my mom, you know, they gave Mary J her flowers with the You know, they let her do her greatest hits. Like she had that
you know
shit
what I thought?
rocking.
She did. I thought they was gonna get other artists to do her sets. You know how when they recognize certain people, they get other people to do their shit.
How they did Chris Brown did Prince and all that shit. Yeah,
no,
right.
Prince was shading the fuck out of Trey Songz when he was singing some of his shit. When he was singing Purple Rain,
hey, Prince was
cooking Trey Songz, man.
Prince was looking around like, who's this nigga? Like, R.I.P. to Prince, man. But yeah, man, they let Mary J do her thing, man.
She did do her thing.
I don't think
I could tell that though. Like when they was doing Real Love, she wasn't exerting that much energy. I felt like she already had told him like, hey, no, this ain't 91. Like,
yeah,
I ain't about to be doing that shit.
All
like
them
how
flips
I
and
was,
shit now. You forget them. I'm pushing 50.
Yeah, Mary looked real good for her age.
She looked
though.
good. She looked good. I don't mean that as a slight. Now, Mary, said, come save me, baby.
Don't get LeVar Ball now.
Damn. But nah, Mary J was looking good. Tyler Perry, he was talking this shit during his awards.
The Nipsey tribute was good.
The Nipsey tribute, they
and another thing, man, there was a lot of corny people saying some disrespectful shit about Nipsey's mom when she got up there. Like, you know, people felt like they didn't know what she was talking about and how that was awkward. I mean, when you really tapped into a spiritual level like how she is, like
it ain't meant for you.
It ain't meant for you. So that woman, the way she has dealt with it, like she's a very strong woman. You see what I'm saying? Like I could tell that she's very connected spiritually. Like when she was breaking down that whole scenario, like and how it went down, like somebody who's that connected spiritually, I could see them handling it like that. You see, when she was describing when the lady was running down and she was all hysterical and crying, she's like, well, you need to get yourself together. You see what I'm saying? Like, it might seem weird to a person that the mother out of all people wouldn't be causing, like, and breaking down and crying and seeing, but, like, I understand it. Because she know, like, her son is still, like, he just moved on. Like, I honestly felt like that. I remember I tweeted a month ago, like, I still feel like Nipsey alive. You know what I'm saying? He just not here in a physical form. But, like, to me, like, I don't feel like he dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just felt like it honestly was. Yeah, he went out. The way he went out was terrible. But I just felt like, yeah, it probably really was his time. You know what I'm saying? But when she was up there, then I was just reading the tweets, and I was just like, yeah, people just don't know.
It's just crazy because,
whack.
you know, like, she posted something similar to this, like, when he, like, the next, like, it was probably, like, a few days after his passing, and she was saying, like, the same shit, and everybody was like, oh yeah, big up to her, but she get up
different
at the award show, and now y'all want to disrespect her. Like, that's just, I don't understand, man. But you know, it is what it is, man. You, like Mike said, like, you just need to be tapped into you know, you just gotta understand life to understand what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? Well, not to sound, you know, like I'm trying to belittle anyone, but it takes a certain level of understanding to get to where she's at. I even had to struggle with that, but I understand it now. So like Mike was saying, I don't feel like Nip's dead. I don't feel like, you know, people who I've known in my personal life who have passed are dead. You know what I'm saying? They just moved on to a different level of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go down your own rabbit hole to understand what I just said just now, but it is what it is. So
yeah, I just feel like we just spirits living the human experience, you know? That's how I look at it. Everybody can, you know, have their own, you know, beliefs and all that. We ain't really gonna get too deep on
man,
that.
They talk about this shit all the time. They do this in movies all the time. Like, like it go over your heads, but they show you like the spirituality aspect of this.
I done
shit.
seen too much. Yeah, I done seen too much stuff in my life for me not to believe that, you know, spirits are real.
Right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, it ain't nothing to. It's not rocket science, man. They show you this shit every day in movies and media. It's just, you know, you choose to latch on to what you latch on to.
Yeah, and then another thing is, like, I already knew it was coming. Just like the whole when Nip won best male hip hop, talking about, if he was alive he wouldn't have won. I was like, that's not true.
That's not true, because he was already he was getting his
roses while he was alive.
He was getting his roses while he was alive.
His first solo album, like under a label got critically acclaimed,
a Grammy nod,
everything. He was getting his roses.
He was going. If he was still here, he would have been right here cleaning up on all his awards. Like he was going.
Facts.
He was getting his love.
He performed at the BET Awards.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like that's what I'm saying. He had one of the best performances, dog. Like so, like let's cut the bullshit, bro. Like the man was getting his love. The man was well respected and well loved. He was getting his.
Definitely, but other than that, what else did I like about the BET? Yo, the Johnny Gill at the end was crazy. I ain't expect Johnny Gill to make an appearance, fam. At the end when he was singing freaking Beverly and Mays song. What was that song? I can't remember the name of that song. But yeah, that was good to see. What else? Her and YB and Cordae, they had a strong performance.
Oh yeah.
That was real good.
Yeah,
that was real good.
Yeah, they was. That was pretty cool. Who else, man?
It was another one.
I mean, all around. It was a good awards to me, man. Like I don't, people try to.
Gina Hall was a good host.
Yeah, she did her thing.
I did see like on the rebroadcast the beginning of it and like up to Cardi B. I saw her performance also, but I think she was a very good host, man. Like I think like how the video to introduce her and stuff. I think that was pretty dope and funny.
Yeah, they had
Offset. What you did about Offset's moves, man?
Yeah,
I always say the nigga's a dancer first, rapper second.
He's an entertainer, bro. Like the man,
I didn't think he was going to go full Marion though. Like, like this nigga swinging them shoulders and shit. Like, yo, I said, okay, B2K back, man.
The GOAT. I had the sturdy robot moves, bro. But yeah, man. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. But yeah,
that was a solid performance, man.
Doing this thing, man. I want to see more of that. That's going to elevate him as a performer, honestly. So
the one had Roast Rotimi for his before the BET Awards performance. You know how they be having people like perform during the pre-show and shit.
Yeah,
I remember roasting his ass.
Talking about Rotimi. Why they roast Rotimi, bro?
Well, it was like he really can't sing like live. And
shit. They was killing him on that.
Yeah.
I ain't peeped that.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, Rotimi. Damn, Dre.
Should have paid 50 that money, man.
Damn, Dre. Your vocals would have came out a little tighter. Damn.
No more even had the little thing. No more even had the little shit where Regina had cut the 50 Cent, where he was recording, talking to her. It's like, yeah, I knew you out in L.A. He loves BET Awards weekend, but I'm gonna need my money today. So they always be trying to interact with me going on social media and shit. That shit was hilarious.
Who don't owe 50 Cent money, man? But
you saw a picture of Dave East was looking at the bottle.
Oh yeah, he was like, no lie, I wanted to pop one of these, but I'm trying to owe 50. I'm trying to owe Cuz no bread. But yeah, man. And shout out to Nicki Minaj hating on the BET Awards. You had no problem going on Jimmy Fallon's show a couple of days ago to freestyle for her crowd, for his crowd, but for some reason you didn't go to the BET Awards.
She's still tight about that shit last year.
You made it your job to point out that they didn't have the ratings that they would have had if they would have had you on there, air quotes. So that's just. You're too pretty to have this type of personality.
Nicki's fine as fuck, like, bro. Like she's a very beautiful woman.
I was watching
bro.
Jimmy Fallon. I was like, God damn, boy, God just be snapping, bro.
Just like with her face, though. Her face alone is like...
Her face alone, not even her body. Her face alone. She's just a beautiful woman.
Beautiful woman, but she's just so
She's
whack,
so ugly
bro.
Inside, bro. Like
that shit be so whack. It be disappointing.
It is. It's like you can't even... I don't even want to talk trash about Nicki. It's just like, damn, like you don't even got to be like that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like...
You don't. Like, because they had 2 million less viewers.
Yeah. She's so bitter, and it shows through her that makes her
sore
ugly.
winner.
Yeah, for real. Like, look at the extent, like the years that she was head bitch on
8
top.
years in a row.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like
8 years in a row.
So you can't be mad. Everybody has their run, sweetheart. Either you get better or you go into business and bring out some artists or something. Like,
or you do like Jay-Z and find out ways to extend your run.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
it's been years Jay-Z wasn't the top dog, but Jay-Z is still overall that top nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I feel like would have debunked a lot of that shit? Like granted, she don't have no rights to do this. Like when that whole, I already knew when Cardi first, I remember when we first started doing the podcast, like around that 2017 time, like I remember like it was starting to brew about the Cardi and Nicki shit, but they started at first. It was like, oh, I got no problem. But
yeah, they would both say that. Yeah.
It wasn't believable. So I felt like in order for that shit to have been dead, they should just went ahead and did a collab. Granted, they don't have to do that, but just to kill a shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's good for females in hip hop to collab. You see what I'm saying? Like, why not do a track while both of y'all are the hottest at a time?
But you see,
like, it's only right.
When they did do the motorsport shit,
but this shit
it wasn't genuine.
It wasn't.
It wasn't genuine because
it should have been a song, either her song or this song,
like
and then just
the
just
drama.
them two.
The drama behind motorsport made motorsport bigger than what it would have been.
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say? Because that song wasn't that good of a song to have all of the media coverage that it had if they wasn't beefing. Because that's when everything had already boiled over. You know what I'm saying? That's when they was like, because Barty was like, oh no, I don't like how she tried to say I'm her son in the verse and all the other shit. Like it was a lot of shit. So it was like, for all of this, they might as well not even have did the fucking song. You know what I'm saying? Like
I felt like it should have been just them without anybody else.
Right.
It's no different when Beyonce and Nicki collabed that one song and they did that song. Like, y'all could have gone on some same type shit like that. Like,
but low key, like the underlying narrative with the Nicki and
then you had the whole Remy and Nicki beef.
But the narrative with the Nicki and Beyonce collab was Nicki needed that, like, for the validation. Like, that's when she was like stamp. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even think she needed that. She was already who she was. She was already dominating women rap for 7-8 years at that point. So it's like, you know, it was a good look, you know, but I don't think she needed that.
No, she didn't. And I felt like it would have been real good. It would have been real good for the culture to see them too. I still want to see Nicki and Cardi get together.
Yeah, like this y'all not beefing over nothing. Like,
it's really over nothing. That was something that the media brewed.
Yeah, like y'all
it got to a point where it had they fell into the trap.
Y'all fell into the trap. Like,
they
y'all
fell into the trap.
Y'all don't have no real problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all both are well taken care of.
Both of y'all can coexist.
Yeah,
man.
like, it's not like, you know, Nicki can drop tomorrow and sell her albums, and Cardi can drop her albums, and don't. Niggas that bought her album,
and that's what I'm saying.
It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna buy her album. Like, you got a lot of people like us that will listen to both of them. Yeah. I want to see both of them thrive. That's good for both of them. So it's like, it's just pointless in seeing them, like, you know, they're not even, like I said, they're not beefing over anything. Like,
they don't have no dislike for each other.
Yeah, it's not no real disdain for each other, like, at all. They don't got no street problems, like.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that whole little fight that they had was just corny as hell, and then it served no purpose. Like, that showed like how bad social media really affects people's lives. Like,
when you got the top niggas falling for social media traps, like, that shit crazy. Like, we really in a Black Mirror episode for real. Like, for real. Seriously, man. But I think it's wild, man. But isn't JT's coming home now?
They said by 90 days. According
to P, he said he put up that $1 million. He wanted to get her home before the end of the year.
Well, see, that right there, while these two ladies are, you know, still bickering and shit, I'll say City Girls got a good chance to have a hell of a run, like, coming years, man. I believe. But it's no telling, really, like, as far as when JT's coming home. I know the other baby girl's about to drop some children or something like that. She's
pregnant now.
Yeah. But I think it's gonna be crazy to see how that whole thing looks, man. I gotta always shout out P, man, because that nigga be working, bro.
No, P is I would say in the music industry now, P is probably like my top, like, inspiration, like, right now. Like, just seeing how he moving, like, what he doing with that label, like, him and Coach K, like, they took QC to a whole nother level as far as, like, doing it independent.
Right.
Like, them niggas on a whole nother plateau, man, for real. Like, all the artists eating.
All of them.
Producers too.
Cause what did Baby win?
Baby won, like, best new artist, if I'm not mistaken. But he had like 3 performances. No other artist had that was on the stage that much than Baby. Yeah. He just had 2. He just went platinum, and then he had like 2 other singles go gold. Like, they working, bro. Like, and that's just one artist.
Yeah,
so, like,
that's just one out of the whole roster.
The whole roster, has. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, they doing their thing, man.
They are doing right down the road, man. Right down the road, boy.
Hey, man. At one point, they was investing in Charleston. That's another episode, though. But moving on.
Yeah, isn't Rennie under QC?
Mm-hmm. She signed to QC. Mm-hmm.
Her album came out.
It did come out. I don't that's not really my lane. Shout out to her though. I'm not trying to discredit her. I just haven't listened to it yet. I think it's called Big Rennie or Big Rucci, if I'm not mistaken. It is out. If I'm correct here, it is out. But shout out to her. California is the first state in the nation. This is kind of disheartening saying this. California, the first state in the nation to go against hair discrimination within the job force.
First one.
They
getting a lot of being the first to do a lot of shit.
I've been said this on the podcast like I think a year ago. Like
Except
California progressive as fuck. Like they understand. Like you know what I'm saying. They get it. But at the same time, like you still gotta look at it for it's like damn. Like we just now like fighting hair discrimination. Hair discrimination only go against black people.
Facts.
So it's like in 2019 we might as well say we in 2020 now. For us to be in 2020 and we just now like having one state out of 50 go against that, like come on, man, like we gotta do better out here.
Like you remember that story that happened a while back about the kids who didn't get hired or they couldn't keep their job at the amusement park.
At the amusement park now, like
yeah, like and then
this
you
is
had
Six Flags, like this is not a corporate setting.
Then you had the wrestler who cut his dreads during the wrestling match. You see what I'm saying? Like that's part of the reason why I'm growing my hair now is because like they really hate that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like they want to be us so bad, bro.
Hey man, cause their hair don't nap enough, man.
Facts. Shout out to Pusha for that bar. But yeah, dog, like that shit trash, man.
Hey man, that shit is trash. Like it's like that shit just it's still like and let's go back. Like I want to tie this into what we was talking about.
It's deeper than the hair thing.
It's about control.
It's a lot of people like it's people just like, oh well, it's just hair. It's like nah, like that's part of like your to a lot of people that's part of your makeup,
your identity.
You see what I'm saying? Your identity, and you're not gonna tell me that I'm gonna like I can't be here or do this because of my hair. Or it looks like this, or like nah, that shit is whack. Y'all don't have these stipulations for white people
at all.
Because basically, like you said, this is just basically against black people.
Like only black people, and I'll put people of color into this as well. Like we the only people who can like really like customize our hair like that in a natural setting. Like we don't have to dye our hair for it to be dreadlocks. You know what I'm trying to say? Or like how you got it with the braids, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't, you're not altering your hair, you just braiding your hair.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you was at a certain employer, they could discriminate you against that because they don't want that look.
They don't want that look.
You know what I'm saying? But you're not that's not harming anyone.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? That in fact, that's a very normal hairstyle. So it's like that only affects us, and a lot of people probably have missed out on job opportunities that could have helped them.
That's why like I used to say like it used to be times like white people used to ask me, they used to be like kind of like in a jokey way, but I know
that's how they do it. That's how they do it.
Like when you go get a haircut, and I used to
that's not your business for one.
You see what I'm saying? I'd be like, when you grow some, I'll cut it. then I'll cut my hair. Yeah. Like you gonna be funny, I can be funny back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
but see, that's how they do it though. They be like, yeah.
But low key, that shit bothers them. You see what I'm saying? Like you see, like even when I take mine out, I will go with my hair just out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I just have my shit flourishing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit will bother them and be like, they first instant and be like, but
nah, nigga, this is just hair.
It's just hair. You see what I'm saying? It's not that serious.
I don't get it.
It's not getting cut.
It's about control.
Yeah.
It's just to me, I feel like it's about control. They don't want us to like really express ourselves because that's what it is too. Like like Michael's saying, like a person's haircut or the way they do their hair, that's how they express themselves. That's how they choose to further their identity. So that's just another way they control us. But like when you discriminate against like certain hairstyles, like locks and braids,
it mainly be the locks.
It be the locks, and then
mainly be the locks.
Like shout out to like because my grandfather, he got locks, and I used to call them dreads, and he corrected me a long time ago. He was like, we don't call them dreads. That's what they call them because they dread them. we call them locks.
That's what that comes from?
That's what they dread those hairstyles. They call them dreadlocks, but we just call them locks.
Oh shit! I didn't even learn something new every day. I didn't know that.
Exactly, that's where that come from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I always been saying dreads.
But
like, you
nah,
dreads?
if you talk to like an authentic person from the islands, they'll tell you that too. They'll be like, we don't call them dreads. They like they call them dreads. We call them locks.
That's crazy. I did not know that's where that shit came from. Well, I won't call them dreads no more.
Yeah, I've been stopped calling them dreads because that's what they call them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what we call them. So like when they like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like how they ask you like when you get a haircut. Like, that's what they want to control you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. But honestly, bro, fuck them boy, bro. Like, I support all my brothers growing they brothers and sisters getting their locks. Do your thing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's just like with Cam when he first got drafted. And Jerry Richardson
didn't
was
he have braids when he first got drafted?
No, Cam always had a Caesar. He just always had a little haircut. And he was talking about getting tattoos or whatever. And Jerry Richardson like, nah, you don't need no tattoos. And, you know.
You want to be clean.
Keep the clean cut and da-da-da. Cam got his hair like.
Yeah, Cam do whatever he wants. Yeah,
this shit just growing out. Like, you know, all he do is just get a lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was like, damn, like, it would have been different had he had that style when he first got drafted. I felt like it would have been different.
As far as what?
If he would have had his hair the way he had it the way he got his hair now, had he had his hair like that when he got drafted, I felt like it would have been some different energy.
Yeah, you're right.
I felt like it would have been some different energy. But now, like, being that we got Jay Richardson now, we got Tepper in now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but I'm just thinking back in the NFL period, like when I used to see like niggas like getting it in the NFL. Like when they took them helmets off, they had a head full of hair. Like Randy Moss, he took his helmet off. That man had that fro, like that shit used to be blooming. Ed Reed used to be scruffy as a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
sometimes be half braided, half
out, but still like would laying niggas out, giving them his all. So like I feel like it's that shit. It don't matter, bro. Like is you performing how you at the best of your ability? It don't matter. Like
that's
what did you draft me for?
When Mike Vick said that whack shit about Kaepernick. Talking about if he want to get back in the league, he should cut his hair.
But he forgot his level of influence too. Like niggas grew their hair out because Vic had braids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, man.
And not even on that, Mike. When you came back, they still didn't fuck with you. Fam.
Yeah, like we was the only people supporting you.
Yeah, like even
we wanted you to.
They still to this day acknowledge you as a dog killer. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of what your hit, so what does that even matter? That doesn't mean anything.
If you've already paid your debt to society, you know what I'm saying? When you came back, you got signed to the Eagles, my nigga. When you got signed to the Eagles,
they was boycotting.
They had fans boycotting you while you was still killing. So it's like, come on, bro. Like, that's why that let me down. Like when I saw Vic saying that shit, I was like, bro, like you forget? Like you really forgot?
Big time forgot.
Like Vic seriously let me down with that Kaepernick shit. But moving on,
a lot of this. I really didn't want to talk about the whole Democratic debate, but I felt like I just saw a lot of whack shit on the TL when it came to it. Just I really need people to be more like informative. It's too much information out here for people to be ignorant on certain shit. Like I see somebody make a thread about Yang and going against this whole UBI thing. Like I get it's cool. A lot of people have concerns, but when you make false statements, like people talking about, oh well, you'll get 1,000. That means my rent going up 1,000. That shit don't work. No,
that doesn't work like that.
You see saying, giving $1,000 a month means it's teaching laziness. People is not quitting their jobs
for a rack a month.
Then on top of that, how is it that how can it be lazy when you got the richest man in the world who don't pay taxes, but we can't get $1,000 extra?
Getting tax breaks. We talking about Jeff Bezos here,
and we're not just talking about Jeff Bezos. There's plenty of billion-dollar corporations who get tax. The most they might pay is up in the 10 to 12%, but people like us pay 30%.
No, we pay 30% off top
easily. You know what I'm saying?
Still gotta pay. Not even with the income tax. We still got to pay property taxes. We still got to pay, if you got a house, we got to pay homeowners insurance and taxes on that, car insurance, car taxes. Like we still get taxed hand over foot. So when you telling me it promotes laziness, when
then
you
on
got,
top of that, at the end of the day, when you go to file your taxes, if you ain't paying enough, you still got
gotta pay it. Yeah,
what was already coming out your salary for the whole year.
So when you telling me that
$1,000 would do nothing but stimulate the economy, it's not really like no big. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of time, 9 out of 10, the average American citizen be paying off their debt with that $1,000. But we can't. But y'all talking to me about this other shit that don't make sense.
If someone's smart and they got a free rack, that rack going to handle some bills.
And you know what disturbs me the most about the whole Andrew Yang shit is like, it's not about the fucking $1,000 with me at the end of the day. That's just a part of. Y'all even like listen to what he's saying economic wise. You see what I'm saying? Like, right. I'm to the point now in my life, like, if you're not really talking nothing economically that'll benefit me in the long run, I ain't really trying to hear that shit. Like, automation is taking over. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, 10 to 15, you have all these jobs. A lot of these common jobs, like call center jobs, fast food, like, they getting these towers and all these fast food places and shit like that. Like, a lot of y'all gonna be out the pain, and then you gonna be talking about, oh, well, like, dog, prepare. And when I hear him talk, like, I feel like I'm not hearing somebody who just kicking bullshit. Like, he's a tech executive, so he knows the in and outs of the business. I literally had to have a conversation with somebody and arguing them hard down. And I'm like, yo, you have to watch the videos and listen.
You can't just go off of the headlines.
Just the headlines and be like, just listen to how this shit is broken down and how it's gonna work and everything else. Like, that's why, like, his 3 biggest things is UBI, Medicare for all, and just capitalism, period. Like, why can't us, the working class citizen, have that benefit? We're the ones who make the economy go. I can understand, but on the flip side, if you're a millionaire, I can understand why you would vote Republican. I'm not mad at you for that. I get it.
But we talk about us. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all not buying each other's shit.
It's just
we the ones buying y'all shit.
You know what I'm saying? It just go back to, classic case. This is how Donald Trump got in office. He used people to vote against their needs.
I feel like if and granted, he's not. I'm not saying, oh yeah. I could say honestly, he's the only candidate I can say, like, since I've been voting in 2012, that presidential wise that had my attention, because it's different. And on top of that, it's not somebody who come to me with the fairy tale shit. Prime example, no disrespect to Bernie Sanders, but fam, you're not gonna completely wipe out college debt, and I feel like that's a bait move to try to just pull in more votes.
It is, and it is only that because
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it don't. I don't see anyone just saying, "Oh, I'm gonna just clear this $1 trillion out for you," since you promised all these people that.
There's this another lady who's running, Elizabeth Warren. Now she has a plan in place for college debt to be somewhat what's the word I'm looking for? Like, handled and paid off, but in a more realistic way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Not that shit that Bernie kicking. And then on top of it, but it's like with it, it's kind of like a candidate like Andrew would have to make up a lot of grounds to just compete with the likes of Biden. Because first of all, Biden riding off Obama's coattail, and then you got Kamala Harris. Like, that whole debate was just nothing but a show between them two. They took up most of the talking time.
Then you got Cory Booker talking to, like,
I see some shit that he said.
This nigga tweeting. Like, this is how I know we're in a different age. When you got politicians like cursing in their tweets, like, this is how I know they doing certain things to try to get people on their side, like on a cultural level. But Cory Booker is not like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like even if you trying to, and I get it for in the standpoint, like, if you running 9 times out of 10, you might have a celeb figure that might support you,
right?
But when you go the extra mile, money, I don't care about you dancing to no Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Like,
who the fuck know
that shit don't do nothing for me.
Like, who? Like, do y'all believe that he really knew somebody named T-Bone? Like, nah, that ain't no funny shit. Like, we all come from, the hood and urban settings. I ain't never known nobody really knew, like, named fucking T-Bone. Like, for real. Like, stop playing with my intelligence, my nigga. Like come on, bro. Like, that sound like a character off of a TV show.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro. Then you tweeting, "Oh, Kamala Harris don't got to prove shit to nobody." Like,
yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, Come on, bro. That's
So
all I don't have.
you don't have to prove anything, but yet you're trying to. So why am I voting for you? Why should I vote for you?
Why should I vote for you? Especially
based off your track record.
When I'm going, that's why I vote. I vote based off track record and your policy. What you talking about? So knowing that you was a prosecutor and you was spearheading putting a lot of people that look like me in jail, and I can't rock with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Same reason why I don't rock with Bernie. Like, I just can't. Like, you can't tell me back in '94 you supported a bill that put a lot of people like me that go to jail, and then when you get a little older, because you was at an age of maturity back then.
Well, first of all, she already lied. She just be lying when it comes to like the cultural standpoint anyway, because she was talking about how she was listening to Tupac in college.
Right.
Like, you graduated college in like 80 something.
Pocket comes to like 91. So hold on. But like, I'm talking about Bernie now. So like, you was at an age of maturity in 94 when you supported that bill. Mm-hmm. But now when you get older and you run for president and you realize that, oh yeah, these niggas smart. Like, they actually did their research on me. Now you regret all of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you knew what you was doing back then. Mm-hmm. That's why Hillary lost. Trying to play up to us, like, doing the shuck and the jive and shit. Like, that's why she lost. Mm-hmm. Because those white people that would have voted for her, if she just played it a smooth candidate run, yeah, they voted for Trump. Because it was like, nah, I feel like she.
Then on top of that, I think people underestimate how many like white men there is in this country. Like, and a lot of them don't. Number one, they don't fuck with women. Right. So they already wasn't gonna fuck with Hillary just off the strength of that. And then they got somebody like Trump in there who's a millionaire who they relate to. You see what I'm saying? Like, and you got to look at the effects.
He spoke for them.
You got to look at the effects. Like, with the tax year, this year tax year alone was terrible. A lot of people owed money. A lot of people didn't get the certain, wasn't able to claim certain shit that they normally claim. Like, a lot of that shit just, you see the effects of it. So, like I said, going forward, man, like, I just need people to be more informative, and it's too much information out here for y'all to be ignorant on a lot of shit. And just stop looking at headlines and really sit down and listen to what somebody has to say.
Yeah, man, take advantage of this information age before they make that shit illegal too, man. That's all I can say, like, because, certain shit that's going on.
And just like, dog, like, at the end of the day, all that shit, money is the biggest factor in everything when it boils down to it. Like, the reason why these $1 million corporations be getting these breaks is because they in bed with the government. All of them is in hand with each other. That's why Tepper, when he came here, when he moved the Panthers to here, his biggest reasons for wanting to come here is to have tax breaks. And that's what he got, a tax break. If he wasn't getting that tax break, he wouldn't have came here. It's just that simple. All the other shit is cool, yeah, but at the end of the day, what you gonna do for me as far as these tax breaks?
That's what it was about. I mean, and
I ain't mad at it.
I
get it.
If I was in this position, I'm.
But why we can't get that is my question.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not even.
If I'm already paying you 30% of my salary each year,
that's the thing. It's not even the business owners talking shit about us. It's people look like it's us. Like, coming at each other about that. And it's like, bro, like, this shit would help all of us, not just me, or not just because you feel like you're at a higher level than me, you feel like I'm lazier than you. It's my nigga. Even about that. Like, that's just crazy. But that's that's their way of thinking though. Mm-hmm. They think like, oh, well, shit, if I'm at 70, 80K a year was really, that's 70, 80K a year. Like, that's 70, 80K, but
you were living pretty good. You living pretty good. Depending on your lifestyle.
They probably feel like, oh, I got here, you should be able to get here too. When it's not that easy for everybody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that do play a part in people's mindset when they hear things like, when you got a yank say, oh, I'm gonna give everybody $1,000 a month. They look at it like, oh, you give people handouts. It's not even that, because you're getting that too. Mm-hmm. So it's like,
and you ain't turning it down.
You gonna take that $1,000 and do what you want to do that $1,000 as well. So,
and then on top of that, like, he mentioned something about how, like, 50, I think it was like 50% of Americans can't afford a $500 expense if they needed it. Like, if something was to come up.
If their car broke and they didn't have no warranty on their car and they had to come out $500 to $800 for their car, they'd be fucked. For real. Yep. Mm-hmm. For real, like, and my heart goes to them, but that's just the truth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody don't got it like that.
Mm-hmm. and the country is, and everybody keeps talking about, oh well, we're trillion in debt, fam. It's got nothing to do with affecting debt. How can our country has the money to fund something like that? You just going off of what people say. Oh, we're in so much debt. Okay, if we're in so much debt, then why are these corporations getting all these tax breaks?
Why are they not paying the taxes to put a dent in this debt? Why are we still overseas invading these countries? You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we in debt. These fucking wars. So why we still doing this? And that's why I told you.
Let's talk about why Nike is still majority of their jobs are overseas.
And
you see what I'm saying? Even why they're not bringing jobs over here? Because they know they'll have to pay a certain amount in order to be over here. This shit. Come on, dog.
Because technically, making shoes, that's a trade. That's a skilled trade. So
exactly.
You'd have to pay us at least $18 to $20 an hour.
They're not doing that. How much are they getting paid over there? Do
probably
you know?
Cents, probably dollars.
That's what I was thinking, bro.
Like under $5 to $10.
I remember reading about something about that back in like 06, 07 about how they only get paid like $1 or some cents like to make them sneakers. It's like, fam, that shit went fly over here.
It's not. You ain't getting in no fucking warehouse and make shoes for 12 hours for $2 an hour.
You're not doing that. It's not gonna happen. But that's what happens when they take those jobs. Just like even with, you see, remember when how prime example Amazon got out the paint with the book distribution center that we used to be at.
But they came back though. We got another Amazon warehouse now.
It's back there?
No, it's off of it's in Latin area, but we got one now. We got another one. Huh? They came back on the slide too.
I wonder how much they paying.
If you notice, if you like looking around, like it's like
Palmetto
Amazon.
Commerce is crazy though.
No,
they building up a lot. It's a lot of land over there.
It's a lot of businesses, bro. But if you peep, they got like the Amazon delivery trucks. Like that's where them shit coming from. Like them vans.
Yeah, cause Mercedes make the vans.
Yeah, that's where them shit coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palmetto Commerce is crazy though. They moved all that wildlife and everything out of there. I remember one time.
They got landfill out there.
Mm-hmm. I remember one time I was riding on Palmetto Commerce and no lie, my nigga, on the road, I saw a big ass alligator walking. Like, god damn, like these niggas done moved me off my spot. Like, where the fuck about to go at?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that nigga went.
It's a lot of shit booming out there. Like, it's gonna be a lot more businesses growing up. And you know, I ain't against it, bro. Like, honestly, that's what you need. You need more jobs out here.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna stimulate the economy, man. That's what people be asking for. That's how I look at it.
Man. That's our takes on that Democratic debate shit. Oh yeah, and we seen how they hold Yang and give him only 3 minutes to talk. Everybody else got their chance to talk. Y'all only gave that man 3 minutes. Had that man standing up there looking crazy, looking like he was disengaged and shit like that. No, they muted that man Mike. Only gave him 3 minutes because they know he was gonna put that ether on all them niggas. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. So let's keep it a buck.
Oh, and another thing that happened, I posted it on Twitter yesterday. So, you know, I didn't know when you switch counties, you had to re-register to vote and shit like that. So I did that when I went to the DMV, saying it because my license had expired.
Right.
So I said I'm gonna go ahead, get the shit knocked out. Get my card in the mail, and my race says white on it. So I'm like, we not doing that. But I sat back and I thought about it. People could call me crazy, but I think that's part of they tactic of the reason why they come out and say, "Oh well, black people don't vote."
Voting numbers down.
Voting numbers down. Because a lot of times out of 10, when people re-register, if they moving and shit like that, they probably don't pay attention to shit like that. Prime example, like with Florida last year, when all them votes had got fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That could be part of the reason for them to come out and say, oh, well, they eliminate the black vote, and they say, well, black people don't come out and vote. Little shit like that you might not pay attention to.
I can see that.
You could just get your mail. You could just get the letter in the mail, be like, okay, yeah, my registration came through. You're not paying attention to that.
Just put that shit,
you go to vote,
put it up, yeah.
You go to vote, you registering as a fucking white man.
Yeah, you ain't pay attention the whole time. They probably did it on the slide because I'm
gonna
keep
it on the slide, bro. Because I know I didn't check that box.
Yeah, but
on it.
The average, like how you say, the average person, if they just got that shit in the mail, you probably been running errands already. You just put that shit where you know we put it at, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't looking at that shit.
I just think people need to pay attention to that. Like, if you're a black person, like, pay attention to see what your race is checked off as on your registration card. Just something to pay attention to. Because that's major though.
Also, I saw a young lady. She had tweeted that us as black people need to start becoming organ donors because we can help each other. I get it, but I still don't.
If I could be, if it's for another black person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I still ain't trusting that shit because there was a string of niggas like getting found with no organs, and I just saw like somebody had died, and when they had transferred the body back to where they was supposed to do like the proper embalming and all that shit, they had no organs already. So it's like I don't trust none of this shit, bro.
No, I feel you. I mean, and I'm not knocking nobody who is one, because I know people are organ donors for personal reasons,
right?
Like I think, like
me personally,
like my grandfather, he's one because he's lost people like who could have lived if they had this organ. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you saying, because there have been cases where bodies had come up and they just
no organs. Like
organs is missing.
Like if I saw somewhere where somebody got shot and they already was missing organs. Like if I got shot, what you taking my organs for, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't make sense to me. Like it just ain't adding up. So I just can't get with it. Like how Mike said, like I support people who do it if they want to do it. That's only that I just can't.
No, I'm not down. Anytime I see that shit on the on the thing, like nah. Nah, I'm good, man. But like, so crazy. Our teacher, when I was in elementary school, I used to go to Span. When I moved down here from New York, went to Span, right? And even in New York, the teachers used to stress about being an organ donor. Real young.
I remember that too.
You see what I'm saying? Like having a heart on your card, because I don't know if that's still how they do it and shit like that. But like they stressed the importance of being an organ donor. But we young at the time, we ain't really understand. We just think it's a good deed. But like when I got older and I started looking behind, I'm like, nah, bro, I want to keep my shit in my body.
Like when I got my first ID, like not even my permit, like my ID, I remember like the lady saying like, "You sure you don't want an organ donor?" And I was like,
bro, we talking like 2nd, 3rd grade. They was stressing this shit.
I'm like, nah, I ain't doing none of that. This is before like I started going down like the YouTube rabbit holes or shit like that. This is like, nah, this ain't, I feel like if it's someone in my family need an organ, I'll go through it that way. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't, man. But moving on, man. Did Omarion's baby mama April, did she save Hot Girl Summer?
That's looking like some real hot girl / bird /
Big Bird activity?
Dog. How you laid up with this man's quote unquote brother?
Them niggas was in You Got Served together. Like
that shit was cringeworthy, man. Then she brought the man on live. She's like, it's okay. The point of life is to live life, and nah, bro. Like you out of pocket.
Is this a storyline? No, is this just a storyline?
I think it is. I really don't watch that shit anyway, but like it seemed like it's part of it.
If that's the case here, guys. Now we getting into some weird shit because now
Mario got to see that man,
right? Because at this point it's like, all right, what are y'all doing to stay on TV? At what point are y'all willing to go to stay on TV?
There, you got my kids in the background.
You got my kids exactly like. Now I gotta beat that ass.
Yeah, dog. Like, and we just been on tour. Like, are they still on tour together?
I don't know if that tour's still going on, but they was on tour for since February up to like recent times. So it's like, at what point do y'all turn down the Mona Scott check? Like I gave Mona Scott her roses last week, but at some point,
nah, bro. Like to be honest with you, bro, I don't really be fucking with her because I feel like she be exploiting us to a degree that I ain't really cool with. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. She do her thing. She producer. All business acumen aside, whatever accolade that she got, cool. But like, I just ain't never been cool with her exploiting the whole storyline of love and hip hop and how she was. Like,
nothing's off limits. Nothing's off limits.
That's what I'm saying. Like nothing is off limits, and I feel like the shit is whack. That's just my opinion. Ain't really authentic. It's like you'll really go to certain degree to
get some viewers.
Yeah.
Like nothing's off limits. So if like the new season start and this is like they thing, like that shit is trash. Like April corny, Fizz cornier. And like Mona Scott just know better.
The whole picture of them laying up in the bed,
like
fam,
that shit just like, bro, like what? That's like anybody, like if you had a baby with someone, that's just off limits off top. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga should never have to worry about seeing you trying to chase some clout with his baby mama. And that's supposed to be your man's. You know what I'm saying? All is for a check. Like y'all just went on tour, my nigga. Like you hurting that bad?
I think them niggas don't be getting no money like that. when I start to see them go to extents to do certain shit.
Exactly. Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Something's big time wrong. Like if y'all niggas ain't really getting money how you claim if you willing to do that shit. But everything is about a bag at the end of the day.
But if all right,
I hate that word.
If y'all are getting the bag, quote unquote, like this shit come with morals at the end of the day, bro. Like even if it is a storyline, y'all might just be acting. Is that tasteful? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
That's some wicked shit right there.
Like that shit is wicked, bro. Like I can't even wrap my head around that. So when I saw
then your kids gotta see that shit when they get older. It's like it's weirdo shit.
Exactly.
Man. It's like weird. Like how do you explain this shit?
When your kids get older, they be like, "Mama, what's this?" Like how you even explain that? Because
you know what I hope happens. I really hope happens like when kids, like all these kids that come from them when they get older and they really check them on that shit. Like, but like, damn, bro, like
did you really have to do that?
You was really out here moving like that, and I hope it's documented. Like, I hope we get to see the shit, cause I want to see how they explain it.
How they do like the intervention show, like how they
basically.
Down, be like, Mom.
Not on no disrespectful shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, damn, bro, like y'all really was out here wilding, like. You really went go that far just to get a check?
I done been in 6 fights in school this year just because, you know, niggas can look at their phone now and see what you did 10 years ago. Was it worth it? That's exactly what is going to happen though. Like how we talk about Cakey, little boy.
Yeah, man.
Like niggas gonna be like, Cakey, I know you ain't tripping.
Dog gonna be a hell of a fighter, man.
Bro might as well. Bro need to go ahead and go like fight under Tank or Floyd now. Like he need to go get them hands ready now. Like you need to get them shit ready now.
Like Grant, you can do what you want to do. You just got to take what comes with it when they get old. I'm like, damn, bro. Like you really went
exactly.
It's that far.
When I'm looking at it now, I'm looking at it like. It's not even me that got to deal with it. It's my kids got to deal with it. I'm not going to have my child dealing with the ramifications of some corny shit I did. You know,
it's going to come with it.
It's going to come. It's going to come.
Yeah, it's going to come. I just hope they're strong enough to realize that they don't have to follow down that same bullshit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Just be like, just sit back and just ask your parents, be like, damn, like, You really went that far as get them views?
Hopefully the bag that was chased will be enough to where they can really even have to deal with this type of shit. Mm-hmm. But,
I just want them to ask them, and I want to see how they explain it.
Yeah, dude.
That's my thing. That's my biggest thing. I want to see how they explain it. But like, no, that was some bullshit. If you can own up to your shit, then cool. But you see now, as long as a check is attached to it, because everything is about clout and notoriety.
Yeah, maintaining that relevancy.
Maintaining
like,
relevancy.
there's no reason why we should still know half of the people that we know related to like social media and like reality TV period. But we do because social media has let it like you can live the TV show outside of being on TV. Mm-hmm. So like when they see you doing certain shit
and
on social media,
everything is recorded now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Niggas want to record every fucking thing.
From now on, you're attached to what you did on said show. So when you doing certain things, you're not even seen as that person. You're just seen as what they saw on Love and Hip Hop or like any reality TV show. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's
just like with old boy who got beat up by T.I.'s people for talking crazy about Tiny, Floyd's DJ or some shit.
Oh yeah.
So it's but it's like, nigga, you on live talking about this man's wife.
Yeah, you was.
Why the fuck you just can't get a haircut? Why are you uploading on live talking crazy about this man's wife?
And thinking that
shit not gonna come. Yeah, it's stupid. But how old are you, nigga?
He gotta be in his 30s, almost 40.
This is the shit I be talking about. It be y'all old niggas who be doing this corny shit too. Stop disrespecting my generation, telling us, oh, your era. No, nigga, it's you too. It's y'all niggas who be getting up here doing this corny shit.
Talking about some damn we ain't had social media in that era.
Yeah, y'all niggas would have been moving real flawed back then too in social media.
You got it in this era and you old enough to know better.
Y'all niggas be 45, 50 years old, be doing this corny shit on the internet, but y'all be talking crazy about my generation. It's not my generation who just doing this shit too, nigga. It's y'all niggas too.
It's shared responsibility.
Yes, it's shared responsibility. Your ass can't just sit in a fucking barbershop chair and get your hair cut, but you had to go on Instagram Live talking about this nigga wife, and you don't think energy ain't gonna be received the same.
Talk. You gossiping about another nigga's wife.
Like, come on, you don't think this man gonna see you about that?
You can think whatever you want to think about T.I., but you're not about to play with that man like that. You know what I'm saying?
Dog.
Like,
and stop just attaching my generation to that shit. That shit getting old now. That shit is getting played out. It ain't just my generation. It's y'all niggas too. Y'all niggas got some corny niggas in y'all generation too.
I think the most corniest niggas are older niggas.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think.
Like, it's like you got thorough official older niggas, but you have a lot of cornball old niggas too. Just like you got a lot of official thorough niggas in our age bracket, but you have waves of corny niggas. This shit just don't. It just don't.
And don't stop with it.
Like y'all just didn't have all official thorough niggas. Like,
thank you.
There was waves of corny niggas around y'all too.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So
it just wasn't, and the ones who was, it just wasn't as documented because of social media.
Because they didn't have that chance to expose themselves.
Exactly.
But shorts, long but
y'all exposing yourselves now.
Y'all exposing y'all goddamn self. So it's like, here we are.
Yeah, like everybody wanted just, and I was born 91. You see what I'm saying? So that it's a running theme with like the 90s
babies. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, granted, like 94, 95, they didn't see the same shit that I see, but dog, they not the only ones doing this corny shit. You see what I'm saying? Right. We not the only ones who was doing corny shit. Y'all the same niggas who was born 71, 72 doing lame shit now. What are we talking about? It's niggas born late 60s doing lame shit.
I'm just glad I come up.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm
like,
glad
niggas be talking crazy. Niggas be talking crazy like y'all generation just so thorough, so clean. Oh, we had no, y'all didn't, nigga. Y'all was lame too.
Y'all dealt with corny niggas too. Like,
y'all was lame too. Late 70s babies, y'all lame too. Y'all had some lame niggas in y'all click too. It just wasn't headline because y'all ain't had social media.
That's all.
That's it. Niggas up here getting their hair cut, talking crazy about another man's wife, uploading it on Instagram Live. Nigga, you stupid.
You older than that. You know better.
You should know better. You should say, but you know what it is? It's that attention. It's that battery. It's that battery in their back.
No, what it is, he had that Barry Hughes thing. He was untouchable because who he rolled with. But, nigga, you got shown what it really is. Them niggas put them paws on you. Now go spend.
Had you looking stupid.
Now go spend them records, nigga. Go home.
Yeah. And where was Floyd at to help you?
Yeah, Floyd wasn't there throwing hands for you. You know where Floyd was at? Floyd was somewhere shopping for himself, probably.
Mm-hmm.
No,
getting them checks, probably betting on the game, getting
living his life.
Yeah,
living
his life.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Floyd probably wasn't even worried about that tiny situation no more. That shit probably been old to him. I'm just saying hypothetically. You was the one that felt you still need to speak on that shit.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's waves of corny niggas in every generation, fam. And y'all niggas need to recognize that because
man.
y'all showing y'all
all
true
y'all
colors
niggas
now.
wasn't thorough, man. Like, keep that shit 1,000, man. Like, for real, man. Like, that shit. Y'all make it seem like any nigga under a certain age is just like
Yeah.
Like, nah, my nigga. Like, you might be corny for trying to tell me that.
Facts. Like, let's just keep it a buck, y'all. It's corny niggas within every class. Don't matter if you was born late 60s, 70s, 80s. This is the thing. As soon as I hear a nigga say, well, I automatically, everything you say after that is a dub.
Nah.
Everything you say after that is a dub. I'm not trying to hear that. If you start your sentence out with, well, we ain't I ain't trying to hear it. Point blank period. What's next?
Facts. I'm with you on that. So moving on, man. Legendary goddess of black culture and R&B, Shaka Khan recently was on.
Man, Shaka
was on Watch What Happens Live. After I think that was one of the Housewives shows, and they was asking her.
I thought it was just a regular interview.
No, Watch What Happens Live. It's like a little show that come on after Housewives of Atlanta. They basically talk about like the episode, and then like they have a guest. So she was the guest, and it was kind of an interview, but they was talking to her about like life and shit like that. So they asked her about, they had a caller call in and ask her about how she feel about her voice being sampled on Kanye West Through the Wire. She basically was saying this shit was stupid. If she had known that Kanye was going to do that to her voice, she wouldn't have signed off on it. That's cap. Cause you sign on them checks though when it's time to deposit them shit.
Big facts. She definitely got some big money from that.
Still get
Big
money, probably.
Yeah,
so it's like,
through the wire. Hell
so
yeah.
like, let's not.
Every time that shit get a spin, you receiving something.
Every time. So
that's one of arguably his biggest song.
That's one of the biggest songs that in rap.
Period.
So like, let's not act like.
I was shocked when she did that because like even with the video, like Kanye showed her mad love, even at the end.
He showed her love. Like, that shit was kind of like an ode to her damn near.
See, man, I'm disappointed, Shaka, because she fine, too. And I see some pictures of her back in the day. She was fine as a motherfucker.
And to see she's still fine now?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, girl.
Shaka
like,
let me down with that shit, man.
Yeah, she did. But they asked her another question. They asked her, it was like, another caller, it was like, you came up with a lot of soulful artists, and one of them is Stevie Wonder. What's something that people might not know about Stevie that you know? And she was like, he really can see.
What? She said that?
She said that.
What
she said a lot of people don't know he really not blind. And looked at the camera and was smiling. I don't know. She might have been just pulling our leg, but damn, like that.
Shaka Wildin', fam.
Like. Niggas been trying to say that Stevie really can see. I don't think he can see because I always think of that video on Twitter when the niggas at the free throw line. You ain't seen that shit in it. It's a video.
I gotta see that shit. All I knew about the Kanye shit, I didn't know she played Stevie like that.
She was like, what's something that people might not know about Stevie Wonder that you know? She was
really
like,
see.
he really can see. And everybody started laughing. She just was like,
nah, fam. What if Stevie? Let me play devil's advocate. What if Stevie could see?
Would he be like the biggest finesser of all time?
Yeah.
I mean, but
it don't take away from that because the motherfucker can sing.
Yeah,
he's arguably the best male singer of all time.
Like,
but it's like,
bro, you ain't even had to do all that if you really can see.
Nah, Stevie blind, fam.
Nah, Stevie, I don't.
Stevie blind. I'll just play devil's advocate real quick. But for her to say that shit kind of, if you had to say, you should have said something else. Don't use the blind shit. Come on, fam. Like, it's really people.
I mean, but she knows Stevie on a personal level. You don't know how they joke behind closed doors. So.
We might.
You never know. We don't know how Stevie get down behind.
He might have laughed at that shit himself. He might have laughed at that shit himself.
He might have got a phone call made. They probably talked about it. And so you never know. They do go back. So
yeah, I don't know. See, Steve might crack off him being blind himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You never know, man. You never know. So my boy.
So crazy. You know what? That's crazy. Cause I knew a blind, not know personally, but I met a blind person like when I was growing up. He was like a friend of my grandmother's or whatever. And I was like, he shook my hand. He was like, yeah, man, I saw you earlier today. And I laughed at that shit.
How the fuck you see me earlier today, nigga? Did you hear me?
That's what he said. He was like, yeah, you was looking sharp earlier today. And he laughed after that shit. So I don't know.
All
Steve,
right. Yeah. Yeah.
He was basically tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Stevie might be.
He might be one of them. I mean,
he might be one of them
think
type.
If I was blind, I wouldn't want niggas to give me a pity party my whole life. Like,
yeah, you right.
Like,
you right.
Let's lighten this shit up, man. Like, I'm blind. We can do about this shit.
Ray Charles sued. Cause remember his mom said in the movie, his mom was like, ain't nobody gonna have no sympathy for you because you blind.
Yeah, and you a black man at the end of the day, bro. Like, niggas not gonna take it easy on you, bro.
No, they not.
Like, come on, bro. So
damn, Shaka, that's crazy. But don't disrespect Ye on the through the wire though, fam. Like,
let's not do that now.
That's a classic.
Come on now, Kanye has been questionable of late, but we reaching now.
And that man gave you your roses and on top of financing you on top of that. So yeah,
you've been paid. So moving on. My boy Cameron said he had to address a lot of shit that's been going on in the media.
Had Lonely Girl playing in the background, fam.
My dog said he's been hearing some speculations going on. So he wanted to address some things. So basically, Cam saying, because, Juju, what was that, last year when she had her Breakfast Club interview?
I'm not sure when
it was last year because she just came on Love and Hip Hop last year. So she went on and they were asking her why did her and Cam break up. So she made it seem like, well, when she told them, she told the Breakfast Club that Cam broke up with her because she wasn't fun anymore. She wanted to, be about her business and whatnot. So Cam thought that this is what she told them. She said that Cam wasn't feeling that and it wasn't a fun relationship no more. So that's been like the narrative hanging over Cam for a year up until now, that he let this beautiful woman Juju go that has been, linked to Safari and I don't know who else, that she wasn't fun enough for him anymore because she decided to be about her business. So Cam basically addressed this shit and said what it really was. Cam basically was saying, you know, I'm not gonna. I broke up with you because you was violent over an Instagram unfollow with one of my business partners
who's bringing me $300K a year.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but Cam also was saying, like, you know, you said that I was saying that you wasn't fun, but you left out the fact that we had fun for over a decade. You know, I support you in all of your endeavors that you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I negotiated your deal for you to even be on Love and Hip Hop. You get paid the most out of all of them. So it's like, you know, how you gonna say?
You gotta get it back in line real quick, man.
Like, how you gonna say I ain't really been in your corner? You know what I'm saying? Like, we broke up because you was fucking with my business.
If y'all don't have a chance to see that video, go on Mr. Cameron IG.
In typical Cameron fashion, though.
Typical Cameron fashion, man. My dog had the song playing in the background the whole video. It's about a minute. It's about a minute 45 minute.
Even got the Dipset T drop in the middle of the video.
Shout out to the
Shout out to Dipset Couture. Go shop.
Yes, sir.
But it's like, you know, Cam basically was dead in all of that shit. It wasn't because, you know, she was quote unquote boring as she want to put it out there. It was because she was playing fuck up.
Big time fuck up.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm already having a business partner and we got a lucrative relationship, and you know, me and you get together and
it's healthy on a financial and personal level, yeah, you out of pocket.
You out of pocket, and if I'm trying to check it, if I'm trying to check you about it, and you still decide to go on and on, I'm gonna have to separate from you.
Yeah, big time. You know,
I'm not gonna let you interfere with my business because of
yeah.
if I fall off,
especially if we bringing in good money.
Because you gotta think, you with me. Not saying that my lifestyle is the only reason why you're with me, but you're expecting me to maintain a certain lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So if I'm not maintaining that lifestyle, that's gonna cause a rift in our relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like one or the other gonna have to go. I'm gonna pick my business every time. Definitely.
I feel you. I'm not mad at that.
Like,
it's not even boiled down. Oh, you choosing that over? Nah, dog. It's deep in that. You know I fuck with you.
You know I fuck with you, but you doing some other shit.
Yeah,
now.
you doing
like,
some
you
other shit now.
Like you making it seem like Karen said, like you making it seem like you got more hold over my business than me, and that's not the case. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go ahead and
dead that.
We cool, but we not like that no more. Mm. You know what I'm saying? But for her to go around saying that Cam dumped
and running with it,
that Cameron dumped it because she wasn't fun no more. That's irresponsible and lazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like
that sound like a lazy excuse.
That is like,
ain't no nigga just breaking up with you over. Nah, it had to be more than that. Especially a nigga like Cameron, because Cameron don't seem like that type of. That seem like that type of dude, especially for how he move.
I don't know, man.
That shit was funny nonetheless, though. Big time. So yeah, man, how you feeling about Kimba in Boston?
Hey man,
free agency start at 6 p.m. tonight, so we probably won't be able to get no coverage out.
Yeah,
today.
we ain't gonna. Next week,
yeah.
It'll probably be a lot of bombs being dropped. But shit, in a few hours, the bombs gonna start dropping. But
y'all niggas gonna keep that same energy for Kawhi if you go to LA too.
Nah, it's not the same, bro.
Okay,
it's not the same, bro.
Bro, if you join 2 top 5 players and you a top 5 player yourself, the move is weak.
I get all that shit is. I understand with how you want to say it like that, but it's in my opinion. Damn. I don't think it's the same. Like Kawhi beating LeBron in the finals. Kawhi took a team that never been to the finals and won against probably the dynasty of the West. I feel like, in my opinion, it's not equal to KD.
It's not, but it's all in the same boat. It's just different circumstances. Kobe wasn't afforded that luxury in 2007 when he wanted to trade out of LA. This is the shit I be talking about. Y'all niggas be
I don't remember niggas killing Kobe though.
What?
Me personally, I don't remember niggas. Kobe, that team was trash.
The media themselves was killing Kobe.
Well, that was them. They trash for that. The media. I don't remember fans killing Kobe.
And so now it was all this shit about how Kawhi's an established champion. Kobe was an established champion, and when he wanted out, niggas killed him for that. So why not? Why Kawhi can't get the same thing? And it wasn't like Kobe wanted to go join another. He just wanted out. It was mainly was linked to Chicago. If you a top 5 player and you go join 2 other top 5 players, the move is weak, fam. And I feel like a lot of niggas just want to get that shit a pad because it's LeBron. And that's just how we gonna address it.
Nah, I'm not giving it a pass because it's LeBron. I'm not.
Okay, so because Kawhi already won a championship, it's cool for him now.
If
it just negates the move.
I put it like this. If Kawhi, this is how real I am about this shit. If Kawhi did this and he already had beat certain champions and he wanted to goddamn join the Warriors, no KD, after already winning a ring, I would have the same energy.
Nah, fam.
I would have the same
Regardless
energy.
If
He wanted to just join Steph and Clay after winning a ring on his own and already having a championship before that ring, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Why? Why don't you have a problem with that?
I wouldn't, cause it's like you say, it's different circumstances. KD, you was up 3-1 and you was about to beat this team. You go ghost for 3 straight games. You pussy out and you go join this team when you could have beat this team with you and Russ. It don't add. It's different. Like you say, it's different circumstances. Kawhi,
It's different circumstances was all within the same moves. Like, yeah, I've got to the point now where I accepted it. It's the league, but it don't take away from it being weak. You see what I'm saying? It don't take away. It's just like with this is another side of it. It's just like with KD with the whole the Twitter page shit. Yeah, he's a great player. This, that, and the third. In no way, shape, or form am I saying Kawhi's legacy is damaged. That's another thing that niggas is missing. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the move itself. I'm not going to go on a tangent and be like, oh, yeah, well, Kawhi, oh, your rings. Nah, I'm talking about the move itself. That's what I'm talking about with KD. KD's move itself is weak. That don't take away from him being a great player and a Hall of Famer one day. I'm talking about the move. If you a top 5 player and you go join 2 other top 5 players in the league, the move is weak, fam. It just is what it is. You just won the championship without doing that. Why would you feel the need to go join LeBron and AD? For what?
That would alleviate a lot of pressure on his part.
No, it would alleviate pressure on Bron's part.
On his part too.
How?
Dog, Kawhi carried the boatload of everything on the Raptors.
There's more pressure on LeBron now than there is Kawhi now.
How?
What you mean? He's in LA. They want championships. There's pressure on LeBron to bring them a championship, even though he's proven a proven champion. But he chose to go to LA.
But that, I feel like, even if LeBron just didn't get a ring, that don't negate his legacy. Like how you say, it's not going to take nothing away from LeBron's legacy. Would niggas have won?
Oh, no. You're right, because the biggest thing that got him was when he got the ring in Cleveland.
That's what I'm saying. He cemented.
Yeah,
he was cemented before that ring in Cleveland. Now,
but I'm asking you, is it not on him to get a championship in LA?
I mean, of course, him being a competitor,
him being a Laker.
Yeah. Of course, him not even just being a Laker, him being who he is, he's going to want a ring.
Like, I even said him going to LA wasn't a ring move. That move was a business move. But the expectations, because you are a Laker, they want rings there, fam.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
So it is pressure on LeBron for ass. I'm not talking about him personally. He's already done that. The pressure for LeBron to get a ring was 2011-12 when he went to Miami. Mm-hmm. We've already crossed that bridge. I know him going to the Lakers was a family and a business move, but you still are there to play basketball, fam. And those fans want championships. That media outlet wants championships. That organization wants championships. So it is pressure on him to go out there, recruit, and get somebody out there to get them rings. That just is that's what comes with the territory when you go to a team like the Lakers.
All right, so
that comes with it.
So if he's doing that. He's doing.
What you mean?
He's recruiting. He's getting. He's trying.
You gotta perform now. But I'm talking about in terms of the pressure versus Kawhi and Bron. Ain't gonna be no pressure on Kawhi.
So if Kawhi, because this is what I honestly think. I mean, Kawhi. Because I forgot that Bleacher Report had even broke this last year.
It's so much shit coming out now, fam. Like,
no, but I do remember seeing this.
It's KD and Kawhi. Now it's Kawhi and Jimmy.
Right.
I
saw Jimmy and D Wade.
It's so much crazy shit.
But like I was saying, I forgot that Bleacher Report did say this last year, and this was part of the reason why he even ended up in Toronto, because Pops didn't want to deal with the Lakers. That's why he even got sent all the way out there. I
knew he was going to get sent to an East team. No, but I felt like he was going to an East team.
But that's what it was. Kawhi, he already told him, I want to play for the Lakers. He reached out to LeBron personally when he signed with the Lakers. Like, I would want to play with you in LA. So I I understand how people would look at it a certain way.
Granted,
but the man Ben said he wanted to be a Laker.
If he goes to the Lakers, he goes to the Lakers, fam. I'm just talking about the move.
I'm saying this. So if he end up staying in Toronto, so you're saying there's no pressure on him being a defending championship title holder?
Not as much, because that championship they don't have 16 championships. They don't have 15. When you get accustomed to winning championships, you have to maintain that standard. Yes, granted, I'm not just saying he can roll over and die in Toronto next year. Yeah, of course you want to get back and you want to establish a winning culture. But it's not going to be. He's indebted to that community forever. Forever. There's nothing that Kawhi can't do in Toronto for the rest of his life. He brought them their only championship. They're a brand new team. I'm older than the damn Toronto Raptors. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, they came in the league in 95. They never seen no heights like that. Just like with LeBron in Cleveland. It don't matter what Cleveland do after that. LeBron could have stayed in Cleveland and they could not have won another championship. It wouldn't have fucking mattered because he gave you your only championship. It's the same thing with Kawhi.
Especially in the fact that he got it to them.
It's not going to be, I tell you what though, if Kawhi and LeBron and AD team up, they better win a fucking championship.
Oh yeah.
Or it's going to be hell to raise.
This is what I'm saying.
They better win a championship.
This is why I low key want Kawhi to go there, because now it's like, all right.
But Jalen Rose also brought up a point too about how if Kawhi is to go there, he would have to deal with the notion of like if they win, it's going to be all LeBron.
No, not necessarily.
That's true, fam.
All right, so put it like this: they get in the finals, right? They get to the finals.
It depends on the performance.
And they get They get to the finals, and they all have similar performances, but we know from looking at the tape and the game that Kawhi outperformed AD and LeBron. You really feel that they're gonna give MVP to LeBron instead of Kawhi?
Yeah, because they did to Kyrie.
Nah, LeBron was really the MVP, fam.
Okay.
Without that block, we don't have that three.
You talking about one play?
You talking about one play.
What do you mean? What one play am I talking about?
The shot over Curry,
no,
right?
he put up 40. Like, he put up 40, then he put up 30.
Him and LeBron put up 40 together.
Yeah, they did.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it don't... I feel like they could have been co-MVPs, but I do feel like... I mean, either or, I would have been happy. I feel like Kyrie should have been co-MVP. Like,
I just don't feel like his persona... I don't feel like he would want to play with another superstar. That's just my opinion. But I don't know Kawhi. I'm just going based off of his. He don't talk much.
He don't.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like he's that type of player who will want to deal with that aura. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just my opinion. I don't know. He could really want to play with the Lakers if he.
I'm taking all that to account.
You gotta think about the Clippers. Like, it's just so much shit rolling around. And I see niggas talking real slick about Woj. Now all of a sudden Woj ain't credible. Y'all niggas is really corny, fam. And niggas getting in their bag against Woj because he ain't talking about Kawhi, and the Lakers like, fam, y'all need to knock it off. But y'all be the same niggas when he drop. If it ain't from Woj, it ain't credible. Like, come on, fam, y'all need to knock it off.
It's a few people that look at as credible sources. I ain't gonna never say
I ain't gonna never question Woj, fam. Like, I ain't never heard false report from Woj.
I ain't gonna never. And then I think Woj one of the only people that, you know, even if he's been wrong,
making wrongs,
he clarified his mistakes too.
You know what they're holding on to? The meeting aspect. Dog, that's for Windhorse and all the rest of them. Woj don't break meeting stories like that. He breaks signings.
Yeah, he breaks signings and deals. Like, he don't do all that other shit.
You see what I'm saying? So because he's not riding on this code, because they monitor his tweets basically, like how they ain't really talking about Kawhi and the Lakers, but the man gonna stick to his guns with it. The man said that they didn't have the cap space to do it, so he don't see it possible. He said they're not a play. They just got cap space like a couple days ago. You see what I'm saying? If it happened, it happened. I don't feel like Woj is gonna be the type of person who gonna fold under it and all. Everything going up in the question. You got Stephen A. talking about.
I'll never snatch Woj's credibility.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be doing too much, man.
I ain't gonna do none of that because niggas was saying he got exposed and all that.
Nah.
I don't even know what they talking about when they saying that. Like, what they referring to?
Because they talking about how Kawhi, he was saying he was one of the main ones coming out and saying how the Lakers wasn't a play period for Kawhi. It was it's going to be between the Clippers and the Raptors,
right?
Which I thought too. You see what I'm saying? But now Stephen A. done came out and said, oh, it's a real possibility. Chris Broussard, and I love Chris Broussard, but Chris Broussard kind of looking shaky with the whole thing because just 2 days ago, my nigga, you said that the Lakers wasn't a play at all. Now you saying that you hearing that, you know, oh, the Lakers are basically the front runner for the Lakers. But you know what my thing with it is? Don't jump out on a ledge for a destination. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Just say this might be possibility. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
If you jump on a ledge because you flip floppy. You see what I'm saying?
You save yourself some space when you just.
That's what I'm saying.
When you say a flat answer like it's no possible, like now niggas is gonna hold you to that. So when you come
and if you're wrong, you're wrong. It just depends on the consistency of it. And Woj ain't never been wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Never seen.
If he dropped the ball on the Kawhi Lakers shit,
man,
all right, cool.
I ain't gonna hold that man like that and say he's not credible.
He ain't like Rick Bucher.
Right, like I ain't gonna say.
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Like he's been inconsistent, way more inconsistent than Woj. But it's gonna be interesting to see how this shit play out at 6:00 today.
Now we was talking about Kemba and the Celtics. Now I'll say this. Now I'm not gonna agree because I said this before, like a couple weeks ago. Like I ain't gonna hold Kyrie if Kyrie wanted to leave. Like Kyrie, I still stand Kyrie being top 2 point guard in the league. You know what I'm saying? I'll stand on that. I said that before he even came to us. Mike knows that. You know what I'm saying? Personal conversations. I've been saying Kyrie that boy. You know what I'm saying? Like before we even got him. Now, granted he had ups and downs with us.
He had a bad playoff.
He had a bad playoffs.
He had a bad playoff series.
He had his run-ins with the media and whatnot. He kind of put his foot in his mouth with his statements, but I'm not gonna hold that man and be like he's ruining franchises. That's what they trying to say, because they say he ruined the Cavs, he ruined us. He ain't ruined us. He just had a bad playoff. He had a bad second round.
But this goes back to what I was telling you about moments versus consistency. So niggas will take playoffs and elevate it and just disrespect everything that player has done.
Yeah, they take away from their whole.
I seen Dame Lillard go from top 5 point guard to not mention at all within 3 playoff series. The shit don't work like
this
that.
Playoffs.
This playoffs. Jordan fucking lost. Jordan lost before he won. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit happens. It boils down to consistency. If you consistently losing, I get it. I'm not elevating Kyrie and Dame Lillard up and down based off of one playoff series, off a playoff season. I say season, the playoffs. I'm not doing that. Niggas talking about irritable point guard. Yeah, I get it. Cool, made of glass, all that. Yeah, but you still, Kyrie, in my opinion, is still the best point guard. Could you really argue it? You probably could, but he's in the conversation.
He's definitely in the conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
I would.
You're not just about to leapfrog Kemba Walker over Kyrie Irving, fam. It don't work like that.
It's not.
He's a proven champion.
Yeah, it'll never work like that. So it's like
And I think Kemba be a great fit in Boston.
He's gonna be a great fit.
But you're not just gonna leapfrog Kemba over Kyrie, fam.
Right.
Like that shit don't work like that.
I feel like we still in good hands with Kemba. However, it do suck seeing Kyrie leave. But I'm not gonna say Kyrie ruined us as a franchise.
Nah,
I'm not gonna.
Nothing.
I ain't gonna hold that man like that. Like that man is a dog, bro. Like I ain't gonna play Kyrie like that, bro. Like wherever Kyrie go, he's still gonna be who he is.
Niggas just lost, man.
Yeah, like it just ain't work, man. Like it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens, my nigga. Like that's sports. So it's like I ain't gonna hold that man. Like I will say. Kemba might do a little better as far as like handling the media and whatnot.
Yeah, because he ain't really got no ego.
He don't got no ego. Kyrie a alpha. Kyrie wanna.
Kobe's his mentor. Fam.
That's what I'm saying. Like they just look
Kobe
at
went
shit.
through the same shit in the media.
Exactly. They look at shit differently.
But the conversation of it all is winning.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like when you win, it debunks a lot of shit.
Right. He just ain't win with us.
Ain't win with them.
That's all that happened, man. Like Kyrie is still Kyrie.
The only thing I would have said about Kyrie is the whole if he would have went back to LeBron shit, because it proves that, and it goes back to the narrative of how you quote unquote had need him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanted your own team, make it work.
That. Yeah.
If you was to crawl back to LeBron, you look real funny in the light. You do. Is that not facts?
No, I wouldn't, especially with now. See, that's what I'm saying. It's different circumstances behind everybody's storyline. It would look like you chasing LeBron to play with him now if you go to LA Lakers now. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have easily stayed in Cleveland and y'all would still been teammates now, probably.
But you wanted your own team.
But you wanted your own team. You forced your way out of Cleveland.
If you want that, make it work.
Make it work. Figure it out. That's the only thing I've been saying when he been with us.
Yeah.
Figure this shit out.
I felt like he should have stayed.
That's what I'm saying. Like the whole year, your
if y'all will have me.
Nigga,
you ain't want them.
You started it off like that.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the years now you don't owe nobody shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
Kyrie's a weird dude, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, then you call the podcast with the other shit. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you still who you are on court.
Yeah,
it's just
who you are on court.
The on court shit is just negated a lot of shit that you did on court for us.
Yeah, because everything. That's why I say it goes back. Just like with the whole Kobe and Shaq fallout,
right.
Niggas killed him with that whole getting Shaq out of LA because of the whole snitching shit. But he won, so that was a compensation.
Yeah, he figured the shit out.
He figured the shit out, and he won.
He did. He won out of LA after that too, but he still figured it out. Mm-hmm. After they told him, no, we're not trading you, he figured the shit out. We're gonna get you Paul. We're gonna get you Lamar. Figure this shit out.
And they got it done.
So that
just negates everything.
So it negates everything. When you win, like you're right. When you win, all that other shit don't even matter.
Yeah, it don't. It's interesting to see how this free agency shit play out, though. I'm seeing Jimmy Butler linked to Houston. Maybe last year, 2018 season, it might have could have worked. But now, like, with the whole aura around that team, like, if there ain't no real ball movement, fam, I don't see no Jimmy Butler, Harden. And I seen a nigga put a starting lineup with Harden, House, Chris Paul, Butler, and Tucker. And I'm like, first of all, Daniel House got benched in the playoffs. So you think inserting him to a starting lineup for the whole season gonna work? That's a dub. This shit ain't working, fam. And it's just, I don't know. Jimmy, Harden, and Paul, I would have to see it. But my gut telling me, I don't see that shit working.
Shit, I saw damn D Wade and Jimmy tweeting each other talking about, because this is the last day for D Wade contract before it expire officially. So they was tweeting the other day. They was like, they was saying D Wade should sign somewhere, and he was like, "Nah, I'll only come back to the Heat. Let's get that clear." Mm-hmm. And then somebody added Jimmy B, and he was like, "Hey, big head." And then D Wade put the little eye emoji.
There was just something with Joe Ochocinco when he had added Jimmy.
Yeah, that's
talking
what
about.
it was.
Yeah, when I get the contract, then we'll race.
Right,
we'll race. That's what he told Ochocinco. So, Drew, how you feel about him coming to Miami, man? I love Jimmy Butler, but even when he was in Chicago, I always felt like he was just that solid player. I never felt like Jimmy was the guy to take.
Franchise piece?
I wouldn't feel like he's the guy to take me over the top. I say that.
I feel that. I don't see that happening.
But he's a solid.
He's a solid role.
He's that Paul George, Blake Griffin type guy.
Yeah, he gonna need more pieces. He's a solid
second option.
Yeah,
but I don't feel he's the franchise guy.
But Miami got the pieces already. They just need a franchise takeover guy. You know what I mean? Like, it comes like what?
No, Jimmy B, he can take over now. When
look at him in the playoffs, he didn't take over.
That's my thing. He ain't never been to an ECF.
That's what I was like. Maybe Miami can do it for him though. You know what I'm saying? With the pieces that they have already, and Dion Waiters getting healthy and Dragic staying healthy, that's just the whole thing. But Whiteside, he opted in, which
that contract y'all gave him.
Yeah, y'all should have got rid of him and kept.
But at the time, I see why y'all gave him that money.
I feel that also. Because
like
it was a make or break. It was a make or break. But after
else gonna get Bam though.
Right. But then also once we paid him the money, he stayed hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like nothing really got to.
Oh my God, was in his bag when he got that contract. He was in a DJ Khaled video. He was feeling himself.
I feel like with Hassan, I feel like he got all the tools like to be great. But at the end of the day, I feel like Miami might be too much of a distraction city for him. But I don't think he should have been drafted and just placed right in the middle of Miami, because what he was like, what? He been young as fuck.
Yeah, he was
like,
young.
You know what I'm
he was young. But
and ain't really besides Haslam, he ain't really had no like nigga to stay on his neck. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we had the Michigan head coach now.
Jawan.
I mean, Jawan I don't even think he retired from the NBA. He just kind of like switched from a jersey to the suits. Yeah, like he just.
Cause I remember like when after he won the ring with LeBron, he just started sitting behind them.
Yeah, like he just quietly started wearing like training gear, then suits and shit. Like
I remember him still saying, "Hey, go get my fucking ring," like talking to the boy. Like I remember that shit. Like, shout out to Juwan, man.
Salute for real though. But no, I think Dion Waiters coming back healthy. We picked up the boy from Kentucky, the little white boy. If Jimmy B, I wouldn't want Jimmy B of all the people that come out there. I mean,
like,
of the free agent.
It's cool, but you ain't stressing it.
I'm not.
That's
really.
how I feel with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like if we get him, cool. If not, I ain't stressing it. And I know Philly fans who feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like if we sign him, cool. If not, we ain't stressing it. That's Jimmy Butler in a nutshell.
I'm seeing niggas wanting Tobias Harris more than they want Jimmy B on their team.
Yeah, I saw that.
When you think about it, Jimmy Butler going somewhere, it don't really jump out on the screen to you. It's like okay.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Everybody thought the Sixers were going to do it. Everybody.
I mean, they had the team. Ben Simmons fucked them up.
The name sound nice.
They got the team.
That's what it is. Like the name sound nice.
If that game 7 went to OT, it might have been something different. But Kawhi, it was Kawhi's time.
Yeah, no 1,000%, man. I mean, Milwaukee couldn't get it done. 76ers damn sure couldn't get it done.
I damn sure had Boston in that bitch.
I thought I had Boston, and they gave up on each other. Mm-hmm. Like niggas.
I would have liked to see how it played because I had Indiana and Boston in the ECF. If Victor would have been healthy, I felt like it would have been a different story.
How y'all feel about my boy Chris Middleton getting that deal from Milwaukee?
I knew he was staying.
They wasn't gonna let him walk, man.
And I don't think he really wanted to deal with another city. And like from what Brandon was on the show,
right?
And Brandon was saying him and Chris.
He a low key guy.
He a low key guy. He said he loved Milwaukee, which is weird.
That fit him.
But
I mean, you don't really hear nothing about Milwaukee. You don't hear nothing about Chris.
It worked.
It's a match.
Yeah. How much they end up giving him?
190.
Jeez.
Over 5.
Chris signed for 190. I don't think it was that much.
That's what I saw. I saw 190 over 5.
Sheesh.
That's right under the Supermax.
So now I ask the question: what are you going to do for your city now that you done got paid? Because we need a lot.
You go holler at Portugal first.
Big facts. They already got it though. They don't need nothing else in the facility.
School. They've been getting funded. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
You gonna give them another gym?
Like they got checks. It's a nigga paying them now on a Sunday.
For real, the greenest grass. I mean, come on, bro.
Oh, I forgot to send Portugal. They paid.
And that's crazy though.
Damn,
that's crazy.
5 years, 190.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money, boy.
How much is that a season? Shit, that nigga getting what Cat getting in Minnesota, I think. Or his was 4 years.
But Milwaukee wasn't. They didn't want to break up that piece that they. I mean, they had a good run.
They got a good nucleus.
Yeah,
so keep it together.
Yeah. They're not gonna do that.
I heard they letting George Hill go.
They let Mirchus go. He going back overseas.
Damn, Chris getting 38 a year. He getting what Braun getting.
That's crazy.
Braun getting like 39, so he getting like a little bit
right
more.
There.
He right there. That's some good fucking money, bro.
That is some good money. So what are you gonna do for your city? I'm gonna be that uncle. Hey, yeah. What's up, man?
Shout out to Chris. Hey, Chris. That's major coming from
that
SC.
is major.
Nah, that's big.
I don't
man.
think nobody from SC ever made money like that in the NBA. So shout out to him.
Man, Anthony Johnson ain't did it. Shout out to Anthony Johnson. He's a legend. He's a Charles legend.
And he came from the D League too. So yeah, Chris grinding for that. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, for real.
And he had a solid season, man. All-Star year. It was good to see Milwaukee. I don't think Milwaukee. Him and Giannis worked great together.
They work great. That's why you can't break that up. You know what I mean? You built that though. That wasn't no like mainstream person you brought in here. Like no, they 1,000. What Giannis started at 16, 17 in the league. I mean developing.
Yeah, they drafted Giannis in 2013.
Yeah, see what I mean? Like and Chris was already there. But
I think he wasn't there yet. I don't know.
What year Chris came in the league?
I had to look it up. Might be 2013.
What college Chris come out of?
Texas A&M.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You have to look it up. I think Chris came in the league 2013.
2012.
So a year before Giannis.
Yeah. So that's like nigga was 16 though. Like
I like that shit though, man. Stay with your team, man. I ain't mad at it.
But I need Miami to do something, man. I'm just over here waiting, twiddling my thumbs.
The palm trees and the holes ain't really the selling point no more, huh?
It ain't, man. That ain't it, man. They don't care about that shit. Especially how DJ Khaled moving in Miami right now, man. Like, nobody wants to be in MIA, man. They going that goofy shit.
Y'all need to get that 06 vibe back, man. When y'all grind it, build that shit.
Nah, that shit was lit. But
need a superstar.
that's just it. That's just one. We just need one piece, one game changer. Could it be Jimmy B? Maybe.
Jimmy's not a superstar. He's an all-star.
I like that. Not
a superstar, but he's an all-star.
But we don't. I mean, look at them. Would you say? All right. Let me just say this: Toronto won with what?
What, a
five
and great role players.
Five
and
people scoring what 20+ points?
Nah, 10 each. I think they was the only one to average.
Shit, Van Fleet was putting up almost 20 a
Like it
game.
was like 20, 22. Yeah, something like that.
I'm
talking about the last game to win the championship.
Yeah, he put up 20.
Yeah. Okay.
They had 6 in double figures.
Yeah. So if you have players such as that, like I know Miami can do that. With the pieces that they have, they can easily do that.
If you can have one superstar and you maybe have like another all-star, like a Lowry type shit.
Yeah.
And role players, the shit can work if everybody's on the same page.
Dragic just be on some other
because
shit.
Siakam and you got if you got hungry cats on your team, the shit can work. Vlan Vita's hungry. That man ain't get drafted. You know, people told him he wouldn't play in the league. You got Siakam. He come from
he got a whole country behind him.
He got a whole country behind him. Like he didn't think he would be there. If you got dogs on your team with a superstar and everybody's on, just like with them walking out at the game 4. Nobody was. That shit can work.
Yeah.
I like some of the players I got on your team. Y'all got Winslow. You got Richardson. You know.
Yeah. See, and that's what I'm saying. Those players, I believe
in. Alpha in there.
Yeah, that's just it.
Get alpha in there.
Yeah, and I mean like.
Because that blueprint with the rap, like, shout out to Masai, man. That shit was risky.
Yeah.
But it fucking worked.
Yeah.
You gotta take a risk.
1000%.
That's just like with the Warriors, man. I give credit to them. Outside the KD shit, they built that team.
Yeah.
You drafted Steph. You drafted Clay. You drafted Dre. Harrison Barnes. He gets forgetting sometimes, but he was a part of that whole grind too. You just gotta them days. I know it was cool when LeBron did it, you know, join it, but you don't necessarily have to load up a team to win a championship, fam.
And that's what I think. And I also think, you know, people don't want. Maybe people just scared to come to Miami on the strength of, you know, what LeBron already did there. Chris Bosh coming there, like.
What's the selling point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to go out to break LeBron's records at already, what,
That's
30?
why you got to hope a drafted player blooms.
Yeah.
I be trying to tell people that. Like,
that's why I was.
That free agency shit is only cool for a couple seasons.
Yeah, and that's why when we actually got a lottery pick, I was quite happy to see, like, where we were going to actually fall. Because if we landed with Zion, I would have been, or even RJ. That
anything could happen now with the draft now.
Yeah, 1000%.
It don't matter because and I'm glad it's like that now.
Yeah.
Because it takes away from tanking.
Yep.
So now if you get, because the lottery is 14 picks, you could be projected to be 14 pick. That don't mean shit. You could easily bump all. Lakers jump from having, they had a 80% chance of getting a number 11 pick. They only had a 9% chance of getting in the top 4, and they got up there. Yeah. But with the new rules, I ain't mad at it because it take away from tanking. I never thought the Pelicans and Grizzlies would be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So,
and it gives those teams a chance to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and it takes away from people when they come see you play. You just throwing the fucking game away.
Yeah, exactly.
I done spent money on these tickets and y'all sitting up here bullshitting.
I think we can thank Dallas for that because I think it was kind of known what Dallas was doing. Yeah.
Yeah. But now that shit dead now.
Nah, it is.
I ain't gonna lie, I was shitting.
But they pay Porzingis all that bread and they don't do nothing. Man.
I thought Kemba was gonna go to Dallas.
I wouldn't have been surprised. Yeah.
KP?
Yeah.
That would have been a good look.
That would have been real nice.
But you got Tatum, Brown, and Kemba? That's a good look.
That is a good look too. But Luka's the truth, man. Luka's nasty, man.
Fuck with Luka.
He's not scared of nothing though.
The Hawks
looking good.
Them boy got Hunter and Reddish with Trey.
Hawks gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Hawks gonna be super nice.
Gotta go out. Let's go. It's time to travel to catch some of these games. Like these young teams, it's right there. It's right down the road. You know what I'm saying?
The Bulls come to Atlanta. I might have to catch that.
Yeah.
With Kobe, Levine. They say we a front runner for Randall. So Julius Randle would be a good look. Saying, I'm fucking with that.
I saw shit where they say Randall and Terry might go to New York together.
Terry Rozier? Oh yeah, because y'all got Kemba now. So
But you know,
he
everybody
want his bread.
Everybody putting teams together now, so you never know.
It's time for New York to do something, man. Like it's
Boy,
just
fuck
it's
them.
just time. That's how everybody feels though. Like truly, nobody wants to see. But my boy RJ's there, so I mean, they got to give him something, bro. Don't waste this man years and talent, bro. Like he can't go out like Pat.
I think, to be honest with you, man, if you got a strong, I think it's we getting to a point now with the league, like you really got to establish your backcourt.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to establish it. You got to have it solid too. Yeah, that's why I'm interested to see how Kobe and Levine gonna work.
Right.
Because Levine, I'm not worried about him. Kobe could get straight. That's why I hope we could get Pat. If you could get me Pat Bev and Randall in Chicago, I could care less about anything else. Because Pat Bev would get Kobe White.
Yeah.
That's White. He get him right.
Yeah.
So hopefully, and he's from the Shy, and he said he would love to come back home. So hopefully, I can get that.
Man, see, but that's the thing. Like he does
They talking
bring.
about giving Malcolm Brogdon the max deal. Like I like Malcolm Brogdon, but
He's not max. Well, niggas getting paid that money, but I wouldn't waste that money on Malcolm.
I mean, depending on the free agency, what do you really feel about 2020 for y'all? Cause I know you've been screaming 2020
ECF.
about the Bulls, huh?
Eastern Conference Finals. At
Okay.
least. There's no reason why we shouldn't.
My dog is standing on that too.
Yeah, he really
There's
is.
no reason why we should be in the lottery next year.
You know, we all are in the same conference, like all on our team. So that's why I gotta ask.
There's
man,
no
before
reason
you
why
see your
we should be in the
squad.
lotto next year.
Right.
We shouldn't be in not with the talent we have in our team and niggas getting experience. No, we shouldn't be in a lottery team next year.
See, man, we always. I don't want to flirt around the 8th seed. Like, I need us to be up there,
Yeah.
bro. Like, trying to the last week of basketball, you having to watch it.
But-
Yeah,
and that's the
fighting to
thing.
get
Like
in.
the last 2 years, I took that on the chin because I expected that.
Yeah.
Like I said, we were supposed to be
Right.
like low bottom. Yeah, I expected us to be in the playoffs this past season, like as a 4 or 5 seed.
Yeah.
But like now, oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Niggas got to get their shit together. I felt like that whole Jabari Parker shit. Oh my god, I was so wrong with that shit. That motherfucker's just lazy.
I
He
don't
had
know
me
what's-
looking crazy out here.
I don't know what's his problem, man.
He's in Washington now.
I know what's up with Jabari. Jabari's supposed to pan out way better than what he panned out as, but
He's a little diva, man. He's on that Nicki Minaj shit. Like
And he lazy.
you think that shit just gonna come to you, bro?
Yeah,
You
bro.
gotta go get that shit. If you want it, you gotta go get it.
y'all, so you thinking he ain't established himself as how he's supposed to?
Facts.
He
Facts.
just feel like he's supposed to.
You see everybody else off-season workouts. What do you see from Jabari?
I've never seen anything. from
Nothing.
Jabari.
And he don't play no defense.
Yeah, like he just
Niggas talking about Harden defense. Oh my god.
nah.
Harden
Jabari.
played way better defense than Jabari Parker.
He actually got better because Harden defense was horrendous a few years back. But he
Yeah.
got better.
Niggas, I don't know what's up with Curry with that defense of trying to not guard people on Toronto, but
This nigga pick up Danny Green.
and send somebody
From Van Vliet.
Go get him.
You gonna put Quinn on Van Fleet and just watch Quinn get dropped off.
But I said I wasn't gonna slander Curry no more. I said that I'm on record saying that he's a great fucking player. He's a killer, and I can't take that away from him.
It is shortcuts that he take within his game though.
There's
but
some shortcuts he takes in this game. Yeah, it is. That shit was crazy though. It's like my nigga, you just wanted to park in the corner with Danny Green. You know Danny Green ain't running around.
but
Van Vliet is a backup PG fam. Like, come on, dog. What you doing? You an MVP. Guard that man.
And Quinn continues to get thrown in these situations.
Yeah,
Quinn
facts.
Quinn was getting dropped off.
Yeah.
He made that switch. Van Fleet was like, oh, it's chicken time.
Yo, when he hit that shot, game 6, the kind of that 3-pointer,
Yeah.
and
He
dog
dropped
was in
the
that
ball?
camera like,
When he
Oh,
dropped
oh
Quinn
my
off and
God.
had him at the free throw line, and Quinn he looked and Quinn was at the 3-pointer and dropped that shit. I was like, all right, we got what's up, Curry? That's supposed to be you guarding that man.
so if you also got reports of D'Lo going back to LA, but if the Lakers get LA, then you ain't getting Kawhi. So I feel like that's a second option though.
Yeah.
I know LeBron got to get somebody in there.
I mean, is Rondo staying? No.
Nah, they all free agents. They roster right now is Kuzma, Braun, AD, and some other cat. They got like 4
this
players on their team.
sucks. This sucks. If nobody
And
pans
don't
out.
try to convince me that J.R. Smith and Carmelo Anthony coming in on some vet minimums is gonna get the shit done. I'm not hearing it.
Nah, that's not it.
Don't try to convince me of that shit.
J.R. Smith and LeBron, nah.
Jr. Nah.
Nah. I would deal with Melo. I can see that. it working. Let me put it that way.
That JR shit dead.
JR, nah. Because even his last, half a year that he played last season, then the year prior, I mean, his shot.
He wasn't shit when they won the championship.
Right. I mean, he really missed
and
a lot of
Smith
shots.
was he was one of my favorite players when he was in Denver.
He's another.
I was fun when he was in Denver. He was getting buckets.
He was. But
when he got to New York, he started to lose it a little bit. Then Cleveland was just like.
See, and but look at the shot of how he changed the shot. That's what I was saying. Like people who fade away for no reason. Yeah. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like he's always trying to
make a play. Like,
yeah, like everything doesn't have to be a highlight fade away, like to the side. Like niggas shoot this shot regular. Like you gonna hit it. You're a professional. I would hope you hit it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. This shit crazy. But I'm interested. This year's gonna be crazy. But to see what this draft the free agency is gonna be like. It's going to be lit, man. I just need Miami to do something. As long as we do, like, pick up one person, just anybody. Do something. Just don't just sit there and try to continue to build with the young roster, hoping. Boogie. That ain't it. That ain't it.
Shit, I saw some shit where they say AD want to play with Boogie again.
Yeah, I had him going to the Lakers. Why not?
It's cheap.
Why
it's
not?
Cheap to go.
Just go to the Lakers, fam.
For the quality player that you're going to get out of Boogie Cousins, if he can stay healthy. And he's going to be cheap.
Yeah, just go.
Go get him.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't see why not. Horford should. First of all, Horford should just stay in Boston, fam. You ain't.
He about to humble himself. Then he gonna humble
Nobody
himself.
really trying to break the check for you, fam. Like, nah. Go ahead, go back. To Boston.
Saw some shit where they say the Clippers might pay him, but who knows, man.
Man, the Clippers are just.
They desperate to get two of them motherfuckers in there.
You go there to die at the Clippers, man. You just go there to die, man. Like that shit. Al Horford would die. Like his season, that's it. That's it in the Clippers. Unless Kawhi goes there, that's it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing going on over there. Doc Rivers, how many more years y'all see him coaching?
Actually, they might stick with Doc.
They gonna stick with.
You think so?
Stick with Doc.
Based on what he did this year with that team,
they gonna stick with him.
They got some good pieces over there. Especially they bring back Pat.
Mm-hmm.
But they got Lou Williams.
Pat's out of there. He's out of there. Yeah. For the defensive only, really. I mean, that's why people really want him. You know what I mean?
I always like Pat though, even when he was in Houston. I feel like Houston should have kept him.
The energy, no, definitely.
He would have been a way better shape.
Way better, Pat. Yeah.
And Lou.
No,
and Lou Williams too.
They traded for Chris Paul.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They fuck up their whole.
That's how they ended up over there.
They fuck up their whole dynamic.
It wasn't that bad though. They should have just beat the fucking Warriors, especially 18.
Jeff Green ain't it for Houston. They gotta get that nigga out of there. I know he's from Houston, but he gotta go.
You mean Gerald?
Gerald Green, yeah. He gotta go.
I like Gerald though,
I
man.
like them at Miami.
I like Iman for defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't play the nigga. They didn't play him or Fareed when they needed to play.
The Fareed shit got my head hurting.
That shit was confusing. Like, how you bring back
that shit?
Bring back Fareed.
Then there was some shit about how he wasn't playing because of Ramadan. I'm like, I ain't buying that because Cannon was playing. So I ain't buying that. So
Cannon was playing, and I think Cannon had a fucked up shoulder too. He was still playing.
Yeah, they was talking about we was looking at Cannon too. So I don't know, man. I like Brook Lopez, not Brook. We got Robin. I bring Robin back. I like Robin's energy.
Yeah.
Hey man, Gilbert Arenas, man. I love Gilbert Arenas. But this nigga be wilding when he be coming at this 90s eras, man. Like, dog be doing too much, man.
He's quite hard on the boy.
You can't say that Scotty and Rodman would be small and they couldn't stay in front of these cats. Especially when you got motherfuckers like Bogdanovich and Joe Ingles starting on high caliber playoff teams. The shit don't make sense. You can't convince me of that.
Gilbert has been on some other shit since.
And Gilbert is a very smart basketball player.
He is. But he
be wilding when it comes to the 90s era.
Yes,
I feel like it'd be a lot of emotion mixed in. Y'all be talking about these players when these same players of today are giving cats the business. Like, what are you talking about? That's all I be wanting to say.
Because he was he was good friends with Nick Young, right? And Nick Young.
He like Nick Big Homie.
Yeah. So it's like.
That's why I'm glad Robin posted that video of him against Shaq. Like, come on, fam. Like, who are you talking about? He would body anybody in today's game.
1,000%. Dennis Rodman.
I take Dennis Rodman right now.
Would you?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you get what I'm saying. Well,
Yeah.
not actually right now, but like yeah, definitely.
Dennis
Prime right?
Dennis would be like a top 3 power forward right now.
Dog, I want to see him against Draymond. That's just really it.
I think it'd be a great matchup, fam.
Me too. I think Draymond.
Mo feel like he'll get washed.
I don't think Draymond's gonna finish. I don't
he's not on Dennis level, bro. Like
Yeah,
They gonna get on that again.
But no, I'm just gonna say. I just see Draymond not finishing the game playing against Dennis Rodman because Dennis Rodman's the type to
Yo, let me
pick
ask
at you and pick at you.
Let me ask you a serious question.
What's
Do you
up?
really feel like Draymond don't get busy in the league as far as what he do?
From time to time, I believe it. I mean, I think
he's won defensive player of the year. He should have won actually 2 or 3 of them. Like dog is, and he can score the basketball. That's another thing. Like I'm not saying he put up super much, but he can shoot the ball and he can get to the rack.
He does his job.
7 points and 9 points really not that much of a drop off. So this whole like him being such an offensive threat, I just can't buy that.
No, I'm talking
You know
about actually what you
saying?
see on the court. Like Dennis Rodman ain't shooting no 3-pointer.
I mean, but at the same
And
time,
then hold on, in 2016 finals, Draymond was the best player. They just lost.
it equals out. Like
He would have been Finals MVP.
If I score my 7 points from just being a defensive threat, and you gotta shoot 15 jumpers, and you only scoring 9 points a game, does it even matter? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I've seen games where Draymond put up 20 and 30s. I've seen Draymond score 20 and 30s. In the series against Houston, he was arguably the best player. The Portland Trailblazers series, when it was a sweep, he was arguably the best player on the Warriors.
All right, so like that's all I've been.
That's what I'm
asking.
saying. So, but niggas see
When
the
we-
finals and they just dub him and be like, oh, he on the decline. That's not true.
Nah, I've been saying it before the finals, but I'm saying like when we talk about like the whole overall shit like this, like Draymond was never the best power forward in the league.
Did I ever say he was?
No, I'm talking about from what I'm saying. Like I could never look at the top 5 power forwards and put Draymond in the top 5. Like when Robin was playing, you had to put him there because he was in that scope for a good 7 to 8 years.
Draymond has never been the best power forward in the league. I never said that.
Like that's what I'm saying. When we compare people, you gotta put people in their right tier. Like he never dominated his position. Like I can't. That's why
I get what you were saying.
I just can't never. I can't.
But I'm talking
do
about
that.
the style of player. Like he could hold his own with that man.
I mean, we'd have to see it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So
That would be my thing with Gilbert. Like Gilbert really be going in depth with the whole 90s sweat. Fam, knock it off.
he was right
Don't
with that
tell-
defense shit though. He was right with that defense.
With the
shit.
hand checking shit?
That shit ain't defense, my nigga. Like clotheslining niggas and all this rough shit. That's not defense.
Niggas see Jordan get clothesline one time.
No,
Niggas
that's
act
not
like
even.
everybody
Was getting clotheslined and roughed up in the hole.
He was getting
Like,
roughed up, and the clothesline is extreme, fam.
Man, that was part of the 80s
It
and
happened
90s
a few
defense.
times, fam.
Niggas
It wasn't a few times.
It was
that
more
was like
shoving and pushing.
yeah,
and shit
like that's
that.
not defense. That's
Yeah.
not a skill. That's not skill. You're just trying to manhandle people. That's not defense.
You telling me them guards couldn't stay in front of these guards today?
I don't know. We'd have to see. I'm not going to hold Scotty and say he just was going to get ransacked. That's not going to happen.
Nigga pull up a clip of Grant Hill.
Grant Hill was a new type of style small forward when he came out. That's a fact. That's just a fact.
Grant Hill was supposed to be the next Jordan.
Grant Hill. They said the same thing.
God
about
forbid an injury. He was supposed to be that boy, but the injuries happened. He was
Nigga showed a clip of Grant Hill getting busy a few plays on. Like, dog, that's normal. Like, you're gonna get buckets, you're gonna take away buckets.
That's why this is the only thing I be saying. So we gonna discredit Gil putting up Grant Hill posts, but we're gonna praise Dennis when he gave Shaq some fits. It's the same shit. It's video evidence on both sides.
Yeah, but what Gilbert does is only show one side of it.
That Dennis clip was one side of it.
But you praised Dennis for even before that clip. You know Dennis was a dog.
No, I said this is my thing.
That's what I think with Gilbert. Gilbert act like Dennis wasn't and Scotty wasn't a dog.
He didn't say that. He said they great players. What he said is
he said they couldn't play in today's game.
Nah,
and
I
hold their
disagree with
own.
all that.
Oh,
but
okay.
if you looking at it for what it is, if we didn't know Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman coming to the draft now, Rodman was 6'7", 6'8"?
They both 6'7".
That's a small power forward. You wouldn't know that until you put him against a 300-pound center and he shut that nigga down. You wouldn't know that until he's actually on the court. That's how I was saying it. He right in that aspect. Pippen 210, 6'9". That's small. But when you see him dunking on Ewing, when you see him dunking on all these other niggas, he's playing bigger than 210.
It's cool, but when you go in depth like that, dog, it's like you just all right. It's getting to the point now. You just mad because they be talking they shit. It's emotional driven because even with Barkley, it's cool to rag on Barkley because Barkley talks so much shit. But don't get it fucked up. That man was MVP in the league when Jordan was at his peak.
Right, but
you know what I'm saying? Like he got busy.
He still was right in the context that he was speaking on Barkley as far as the players dribbling too much. My nigga, you dribble. That's why they started the 5 to the back shit. The five to the back of the rim shit. It's because of players like you. Y'all would take almost the whole shot clock dribbling with y'all back to the basket. That's what he was talking about as far as the evolution goes. He wasn't wrong in that aspect at all. You gotta move the ball around. Like y'all can't talk about players keeping the ball, but nigga used to do the same shit.
Barkley was an animal. Point blank. Period.
I don't think he ever said Barkley wasn't. When I listened to the episode, I look. That's the context that he said it in.
But you know how I feel like it's emotional driven because these same niggas that he ball with don't be saying this shit about these 90s niggas. You don't hear Baron Davis and Jermaine and fucking Darius Miles and all the boys be saying this shit about.
Yeah,
it just be Gilbert.
They get him by their high praise.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's like dog, like somebody lying.
Hey, but at the same time,
somebody lying.
Them different niggas, man. Like they just different niggas, bro. Like Gilbert probably felt like he felt like he was an alpha type. Yeah. So it's like
basketball, and I love Gilbert, but dog, you be doing too much, dog. So like, so what would Baron Davis have to say about that? You see what I'm saying? Like these are niggas that you play with.
We have to wait till Baron come on No Chill podcast.
Like Baron Davis give guards in the 90s they praise. He said
Stockton bust his ass.
You see what I'm saying?
He old Stockton now, 40-year-old Stockton.
You see what I'm saying? So like, don't tell me that he couldn't get busy today. Like you said, and talking about the size aspect, like you can weigh more than somebody and be smaller than them. Like you look at niggas, John Stockton is bigger than Steph Curry. That man was very strong for his size.
Right. That's why we was talking about the Clay and Pippen. I was like, bro, I agree. I was agreeing with you. I was like, no, Pippen is smaller than Klay Thompson, but he plays bigger than Clay. At the same time, Clay still plays
5
big.
pounds ain't really no difference.
He still played big for. I mean, but it's a notable difference. Clay's stockier than Pippen. That's what I'm saying. Like that man's stock. Pippen almost.
That man was muscular.
But he was. If you look at them body for body, Clay a little stockier than Pippen. But Pippen plays 40 pounds bigger than what he is. On a play aspect, you don't want Pippen coming at you downhill on a fast break.
Yeah, I can take Clay. I can take Clay coming at me better than Scotty.
You didn't want Pippen rising up on you on a fast break. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a difference. Like I get what he was saying in that aspect, but he was wrong.
Like I be get tired of them boy be putting up the Bulls roster versus the Warriors roster. Like, fam, knock it off. Knock it the fuck off. Niggas talking about. I'm not hearing that shit, bro. Like niggas talking about, Steph Curry get Ron Harper the business. I'm like, all right, yeah, probably offensive because he's shooting threes, but outside of that, what happened when he got?
Ron ain't been no hoe.
What happened when he got to get on defense?
Yeah, Ron ain't no.
You can't tell Clay to come pick up Ron Harper
because Clay got to guard Jordan, so. So it ain't no hiding in. It ain't no hiding in.
It ain't no running hiding in.
So what? Not Steph.
And we talking about Ron Harper 6'6".
And he ain't no hoe. So
exactly.
Like, you know.
And honestly, that's another player who would have been better if he didn't fuck up his knees as bad as he did. Ron Harper.
Yeah.
When he was coming out, he was supposed to be better than what he was. He was just able to maintain it.
Yeah, he still. But
he should have been He would have been way better than what he was if he didn't fuck up his knees how he did.
He still did his thing. I've been watching the Big Three, and this should be weird as hell seeing Cuttino Mobley still killing. Dog.
He was a dog when he was with Steve Francis, bro.
Yeah, but no, he's still killing though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like this nigga look like Uncle Drew for real. Like
because he got the gray beard and shit.
Everything gray, hair gray, beard gray, but he killing.
Cause he was on
still got ISO game.
He used to be on the jump.
Mm-hmm. Still killing though. Still got ISO.
Yeah, Cuttino was nice, bro.
Still finished either way.
That was a low key hard backcourt.
No, it was
Francis and Cuttino.
I fuck with the Rockets back then when they had them too. That was one of my favorite backcourts. But yeah, that'd be weird as fuck seeing that.
I see Greg Odom out there in Big Three dunking and shit. Like
I saw that they got Greg White. Greg Odom out there. Gilbert.
No,
out
that
there.
nigga said he wanted to win like 15 championships when he got drafted. Greg Oden on the cover of ESPN magazine.
He said this.
Yeah, it was on the cover. Look at if you can find Greg Oden ESPN cover magazine, it'll say I want to win a bunch of championships, like 15.
Unfortunately, you know.
And we talking about 15, so technically he would have been on track to get what, number 12 right now?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, shit happened, man. Didn't he get one with y'all when he was on the Heat, right?
No, they lost. That was the
lost.
year they lost.
They did
Yeah,
lose.
we lost.
They
Damn,
lost.
Greg.
They lost to the Spurs.
Yeah, so close.
Damn,
But
Greg.
those
That wasn't
guys-
close. Y'all got swept.
Nah, I'm just saying as far as we made it to the championship, it was there. But Greg Oden ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he couldn't stay healthy. That was another big man. And that's crazy because KD...
Portland be fucking up because KD was right there.
Yeah.
Could you imagine KD and Dame?
We don't know how that would have matched up, though. I mean,
That
if
would've
they
been,
would have got
that
Dame.
would have been Katie and Brandon, innit?
Yeah.
Brandon Roy, yeah. Brandon was a dog.
He was, man. That unfortunate injury.
It's so
towards
many of
him,
them what ifs.
It's a lot of what ifs, man.
Yo, which rapper got the best rap videos all time? I asked this question on Twitter
Tip
yesterday.
drill.
Like I said, which rapper
Like collectively got the
collectively got the best?
Okay.
best. You gotta go like Busta Rhymes. Then you gotta go.
I said like Luda Buster.
I'm gonna go with Busta, man.
I'll throw a female. I'll say Missy.
Missy, yeah,
Yeah,
she
I'd say
did.
Missy.
She did.
So other than that, like creatively, they was in a whole nother bag.
Big
like,
facts.
Somebody said Ross. I was like, nah.
Nah.
Nah, Ross came in that era. Like Ross was in that era to where like label wasn't paying for videos no more. So he actually was one of the first to like start shooting his own like.
And that's another thing now. Videos ain't really a big thing no more.
Yeah, they're not a big thing.
I remember when videos was a big thing because that's what really sold your
Yeah,
records.
So they had TV shows dedicated to niggas making their videos. Like,
Videos was very like work was put into videos
you
back
should have $1
then.
million budgets. Yeah. That's how little.
But see
X
now
and-
niggas will probably just
and
shoot a
Hype
video
Man.
in the studio or some
yeah,
shit.
I'm saying,
And
like technology has leaped so far to where like not to minimize the director's job, but like anybody with some creativity and a camera can kind of hop in
and
the game.
they're a dime a dozen
And it's
this
a dime
day.
a dozen,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying. So it's like, you know, I know a few directors, so it's like I wouldn't try to minimize the day job because it's still an art to this shit now. Like it's still levels, but you know the way technology is and just social media, like anybody can do it, just like anybody can rap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know for a fact. I mean, I see people with cameras walking down the street nowadays just on some regular shit.
See, I saw some niggas shooting a video on the side of Ashley Foss Street the other day. Like they was like rapping. I think it was by a gas station. I was like, oh, so these niggas getting it in, bro. Like, all right,
Yeah.
I kind of want to see how that shit look edited
Yeah,
and shit now.
yeah.
Like so, you know.
Yeah, but nah, it's crazy because most people, like, even if I'm playing a song in the studio and somebody's over here kicking it or whatnot, but damn, I didn't even know they had a video for that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't really checking for videos no more because we can just pull the song up on our phones and just listen to it that way. But yeah, like you said, it sells. Like, the videos used to sell your album, sell your songs, all that shit. Not
And you
no
gotta
more.
think like with YouTube and shit like that, like a lot of niggas just like stream songs on YouTube. They just listen to the song. They not even paying attention to the shit no more. Like, cause I was looking at the top like stream artists on YouTube. I think like NBA YoungBoy, the top dog. And it's like, bro, like how like
a stream is worth less than cents, right? A penny.
yeah.
Is worth less than.
But you gotta think like if you got 1 million streams coming off YouTube and you still got 1 million streams coming off of
Imagine
iTunes.
if a stream was worth $1.
Yeah,
You know how much artists would kick up?
niggas would have billions of dollars for real.
Yeah.
But you gotta think
Being that it's worth less than a penny, so how much would you have to sell to even make $1?
you have to get millions of streams. But that's why I
I'm
say
just talking about just $1.
Oh, yeah, I know, cause I think it's like a fraction of a penny, so it'd be a lot. You need a lot.
About 10,000 maybe.
Yeah.
You right. Somewhere in the thousands. That's crazy to me though, because when I think about it, it's like, damn, CDs are obsolete now. So you really have to make your money off streams. Like motherfuckers getting plaques for streams now. They not getting plaques for CDs.
Yeah, niggas ain't talking about it, but like low key CDs phased out.
Yeah, Best Buy don't sell CDs no more.
Like the music section is trash. Like they got old shit.
Then I
like,
hear there's not gonna be no more iTunes stores. So when they release an album, it's
Like it's gonna be nothing but. I wonder how they're gonna like generate the revenue off of.
They're gonna have to reform this shit soon.
Yeah, you're gonna have to reform it.
Niggas gonna be like, dog, I'm not gonna be, putting all this money into a budget for an album.
And I'm only paying $10 a month for album
for these streams that I'm only like. You mean to tell me a nigga niggas gotta pay, come out of pocket? If you want like I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you want like a South Side beat, my nigga might give you a beat for 10 racks. Granted, you gonna get your show money or whatever if you like that, but a lot of niggas not getting shows like that. So you mean to tell me an independent artist gonna spend thousands on beats, and play dice with getting fractions of a penny for a stream? That shit ain't gonna work.
That's why they gotta get their money on touring.
That's what I'm saying. But you gotta think, a lot of independent artists, they get shows, but it's still not gonna equal out. You know what I'm saying? So
there's certain artists who ain't gonna have to worry about streams because they gonna get their streams.
Yeah, regardless. But like that's what I'm saying. Like that's a popularity game at that point. A lot of independent artists, like it's tiers to this shit too. So like a lot of independent artists ain't Currency. You know what I'm saying? A lot of independent artists ain't Tech Nine. So where they know they can drop a tour schedule and that shit. They done cleared, what they need to clear without even selling all the tickets. So it's like, the numbers gonna play a big part into that shit going forward.
It takes 776 streams on YouTube to earn $1, and just 32 on Microsoft Groove. On SoundCloud, you'll need 96 on SoundCloud
to
Go
equal
Premium.
out to $1. Okay, you said 762.
76 for YouTube. $776 streams.
And see, that's why I see a lot of people pushing for they shit to be on all platforms, because you never know who listening to these platforms.
Because like you said, Drew just said all that shit different.
Yeah, everybody metric system.
So just
different.
to get $1, everybody shit is different.
But YouTube, I'm sure it was much different back in the day.
I wonder how
YouTube.
much it is on Apple Music.
Let's look that up.
That shit crazy, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, for a popular artist, he might have such and such views on this shit, and then this. So he just pulling money. It ain't really gonna affect him. He got racks coming in from all
shit. Rap contracts now gonna be circled around fucking streams.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons why DJ Khaled was going so hard to get his bundles counted. Because that's what it was. So he was like, shit, if Travis and Nicki bundles count, why mine ain't count? He was right, but he was bitching about it.
Then you threw somebody else shit
under
the bus.
Somebody else under the bus. That man ain't had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, your beef was with Billboard, not Tyler.
Not Tyler.
So it says Apple pays between $12 to $15 per 1,000 streams. Spotify pays $7 per 1,000 streams. It's crazy.
You said $12 to $15? I feel like an artist could be getting more.
A nigga can have 500,000 streams and only get like what, $500 or some shit like that. That's wild, bruh.
Niggas getting ripped off, bruh.
What?
Hold on, say that one more time.
All right, it says
12 to 15 for how many?
It says Apple pays between $12 and $15 per 1,000 streams.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Nah, they could be getting more than that.
Spotify pays
I need
per
$1
1,000.
stream. I need $1 50 cents.
That'll never
a stream,
happen.
Bro.
That'll never happen.
I need at least 50 cents a stream, bro. Y'all playing me.
Per 1,000.
Holy shit. Niggas are getting robbed, bro. Blindly.
It really add a lot of context to this shit. Like niggas really gotta go super hard to get their money off streams. Like the touring and merch and like content outside of music is what niggas eat. Yeah. Like endorsements and shit like that. Like that's where niggas eating at, and that shit fucked up. You should be eating, your main source of income should be coming off the art that you providing.
Cause all that money, say, all right, so per 1,000 streams, so that's a lot of people getting paid
before you.
Yeah, before you, and you're the one creating
like, yeah,
the music.
you right. That's a lot of hands in the pot, bro.
That's
pimping is pimping.
So you only talking about like $12K for 1,000 streams? That ain't shit. That's worth way more than that.
So that's why people be faking streams.
I've been hearing about that shit too.
Yeah.
It's streaming farms.
Mm-hmm. That's why people are doing this. That's the only way they gonna make money.
Well, knowing that, are they
so
wrong?
you telling me I get 1,000 streams, I only get 12 racks? Come on, fam.
$12, right?
$12.
Oh, $12.
$12 to $15.
Yeah, you gotta get like 1 million streams to get like 12 racks.
Yeah.
Yeah, my math was fucked up. $12. 12.
So knowing this, are niggas wrong for finessing the streams? Let's be real here now.
I can't be mad at it.
I'm
honestly.
mad at that shit, knowing the numbers and how it break down.
Especially, and Apple and Spotify's paying you $7 per
Hey man, I support the finesse, man. That's crazy.
That is. Let me look up title.
$24.
Wow.
That's crazy. Apple pays 12 in between 12 and 15 per 1,000. Yeah, man, get that tour money.
What else we on, fellas? What else going on out here in these streets besides niggas getting underpaid in the music industry?
Yeah, that's about it, fam. I really got nothing else. Valachunas just signed with the Grizz.
Yeah, I saw that.
3 years, $45 million. We'll see what's going on at 6 o'clock. Woj about to get in his bag around $550.
It's coming.
You know, I didn't know that shit was real within sports writing. Like the battle for stories and shit.
Yeah, nigga, that's how they get they credibility and they laugh.
Like sources and shit. Like the sources battle is real, huh? Mm-hmm. Hey man, just get Woj his shit, man. Y'all, rest of y'all just set back. Like that man cook.
I ain't gonna lie. Lakers,
I ain't gonna have to be fighting with Woj for no sources, fam.
Like y'all tripping, bro. Like that man. I'm talking about the Lakers fans trying to take that man credibility. Like, come on now, like it can't be both ways now. Because of that man, when that man report that whoever signed the Lakers and y'all agree with that shit, it's gonna be nothing but love.
No. When AD got traded and he broke that story, what was it?
Yeah, even nothing but love for Woj now. Like, come on now. Like, and I think AD was the first one to break that shit. So I mean, Woj was the first one to break it. So come on now, can't be both ways, Lakers. So like we say every time on this show, man, if you hear anything that gets you in your feelings, you feel some type of way, always remember
we just some messages.
We out.